Perfect.
Yay.
That's just to sync up all these goddamn cameras. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Humble Abode.
What's up?
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for making the really long trip for this one.
Oh, it's okay. It wasn't that long.
Oh, just another country.
Yeah, I came just for the show.
I know. No, not AVN or all the pornography you're here to shoot. No, just the show. I get it. I appreciate it.
Of course, anytime.
He'll remember that in March when you're back in Prague.
Yeah, assuming I come out with a plane ticket. They're like, oh yeah, I'll happily come back for the show, Matt. Where's my ticket?
Yeah, exactly. Just a ticket.
So, how the fuck has Prague been?
It's been really amazing. I love living there.
Tell me about it. What have you been doing? Like,
I've been doing a lot of double anal. Definitely.
just walking down the street like, 2 dicks in me.
Oh, no, working. But that'd be fun.
Outside of work. Tell me you have a social life outside of work.
Oh, I do. I have a lot of friends there. I've made friends with like a lot of the people that work at local bars, and then I use Tinder a lot, so that's always fun.
Oh, come on. What kind of Tinder adventures are you having?
Oh, lots.
Like?
I have one guy that I met on Tinder that I've been fucking for like a year now, and then I like mostly just using it to like meet new people when I get bored.
Nothing wrong with that. When I travel abroad, I often use Tinder or Bumble or whatever apps local and put in there like, I'm traveling, not trying to hook up. Please recommend places for me to go.
In my bio, it says that I only hook up with Christians, and so then when people ask me,
God.
I get to tell them it's because I'm running out of virgin sacrifices.
Has that been working for you?
It actually works great. It's a good icebreaker, and I know they like probably 9 times out of 10 people ask me, why do you only hook up with Christians? I need virgin sacrifices.
All right.
The more you know. They still make virgins in Europe?
No, you see, that's been like kind of not working out very well. It's good for breaking the ice, but I actually did find a virgin. One of my friends set me up with a virgin. I intend to fuck him when I go back home.
Why are you making him wait even longer?
Well, because I'm not there right now.
Yeah, but you met him already. Like,
Well, actually, he wanted to meet me first and see if it was something he would be comfortable with, losing his virginity to me. And I guess I convinced him.
okay, lead us into this. How'd you convince him?
We went out for drinks with one of my friends, and we got drunk and talked, and he basically was just asking me like why I wanted to take his virginity.
That is the easiest virgin ever. Like, couple drinks, I'm going to run it in him. You going to peg him too?
We'll see if he's down for that. I'd be happy to. I'll take all the virginities.
Like, I'm taking every hole, motherfucker. Every fucking hole. What do you think, Peter?
Oh no, I'm not comfortable about piss holes. That I'll stay away from. No sounding for me, but that's only where I draw the line.
But what if he really wants it?
I don't want it. That makes me cringe.
Me too. Just the idea of it is...
Even think in me and someone else, I don't even want to think about that. Nothing goes in a pee hole.
Tommy Pistols put stuff in his pee hole.
If that's what he likes, then that's what he likes, but I don't want to do it.
Tommy's a wild man. Tommy's absolutely a wild man. I honestly think a lot of male talent is into sounding, because every time I watch a scene, I'm like, I either have a really narrow urethra or everyone's into sounding. Like, I'm never comparing my dick size to anyone, but I'm comparing my urethra.
They do seem kind of open.
Everyone is stretching it a little bit.
A good number, at least.
Come on, you watch more porn than anyone.
Yes, I do.
You have to admit, a lot of male talent has very wide urethras.
I don't pay that close attention to the width of their urethras.
I'm sure you will now.
Maybe I will.
It'll be a new category for AVN next year.
That'll be a fun one.
Widest urethra.
We'll think about it.
You don't seem
Toss
excited.
it around.
Yeah, he does not seem excited. Like, more talking about male genitalia.
Yeah, I'm going to do everything I can to prevent that.
Maybe it could be a fan award. Maybe
That
it could
could
be
work.
That would be an amazing fan award.
It could be a Gavian fan award.
There you go. What was that sound?
That was my internet binging at us. Don't mind it.
Okay.
Why can't it be a straight fan award?
I don't know. I just don't know how many straight people are into that.
Hey, they're looking at the genitals.
Yeah.
They are. They are. Anyone who's doesn't admit that they are looking at the genitals when they're watching pornography is lying to you. Maybe not to the level I'm looking at it, apparently, but
Maybe not. You're examining things a little closely there.
Someone
I have a key eye for detail. What can I say? Peter, what have you been up to, anyways?
Oh my God. That's what I've been up to, looking at genitalia. Lots of genitalia.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Lots and lots. I've been I've been voting on the AVN Awards. So that means lots and lots of porn watching.
Oh, I know.
I know. I'm sure you witnessed a lot of that happening right here.
Not too long ago, there was a pile of white boxes
That's
right behind where that camera is.
Yeah. That's how it goes. I was frantically watching a lot of porn all day long yesterday from like...
How much more do you have to go? Are you almost done with it, or?
I'm done now.
Oh, yay!
Now I'm done, but I had to get done yesterday, so I was getting in every last second thing that I could.
Gotta hurry up and watch this porn.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
I had to.
I don't got time to eat lunch. Gotta watch this porn.
I made time for lunch.
Priorities.
Yeah.
So all the voting's done for the year?
Yes, all the voting is done for the year.
So the AVN winners have been determined. And all we have to do now is ply Peter with a lot more alcohol. And we can get the scoop.
I like how you think.
Peter, would you like another drink?
Eventually.
You can just leave your car here. I'll call us an Uber. You can come get it tomorrow.
Trying to get some exclusives in this motherfucker.
That's what makes the good show.
That's true. I wonder if there's any exclusive that I could give you. I gotta think about that one.
Does Angela White win more or less awards than last year?
That's a good question. That's a fair question. It's not
I cannot
like
comment
it's
on that whatsoever.
Whatever.
Let's see if she can hit 20 this year.
My headphones are not good anymore.
Oh.
Hold on one sec. Yep, you unplugged them. That one's on an extension cord. So we're having technical difficulties for the video audience that I won't be able to edit this out of. The audio listeners will never know this happened. The video listeners will be like, what the fuck's happening over there?
All right, we're all good again.
Yay, Peter can hear.
Hallelujah.
We have Cardi B playing the show.
I know. When are we getting a metal act?
I mean,
Come on.
Yeah, I would
that's
like
not
to
really
know
a-
that.
That's not really a scoop per se.
I have some bands that would probably be really happy to play.
Right?
You have some like death rock bands play?
Isn't Cardi doing another like mainstream award show like right around the same time too?
I don't know, maybe.
I think she's doing the Emmys or some shit like right around.
I do know that I think we'll forever have bragging rights that the day that we announced that Cardi B was our musical guest, she also was named one of Entertainment Weekly's Entertainers of the Year, and we beat them to the announcement. So people were commenting to Entertainment Weekly on Twitter, you know that she's hosting the AVN Awards, or she's playing at the AVN Awards.
Oh, because that would somehow take away her recognition.
I don't know, but it was pretty fun.
Oh, I thought I saw something. She performed at the 2018 BET Hip Hop Awards, which makes sense. Maybe the Grammys?
Probably. She won a bunch of Grammys, actually. She won like 5 Grammys.
Yeah, she nominated 5 times for the 2019. Has that happened already? No, that's on February 10th.
I have no idea. I
Or
don't watch
maybe-
either.
Yeah, she has 5 nominations.
I guess nominated. Okay, nominated for 5 Grammys. Okay, I got that wrong. My bad. But still, we have a 5-time over Grammy nominated entertainer playing.
Possibly multiple-time winner by the time
Possibly. Well, not.
by the time AVN airs on Showtime.
Yes.
There you go.
That's true.
They can put that in the title cards when she comes on stage for Showtime, they can just edit that in. Multiple Grammy Award winning Cardi B. Who is the comedian guest this year? Or host?
It is a gal by the name of, oh god, now I'm gonna blank on her name. Something you. She's an Asian gal. Esther Koo.
Oh, Esther Koo.
Esther Koo. Yes, that's it.
Who famously masturbates at the end of every one of her podcast episodes.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she.
I'm gonna have to listen to her podcast now. I know she was. I found out she's good friends with my pal Yoshi, and I don't know. Somehow I didn't know that she was the host, but then she came walking into my office one day, and she's like, "Oh, I think my friend Yoshi was telling me about you." Yeah, I was like, "Oh, you know Yoshi? Yeah, oh yeah." And then I talked to Yoshi, and he's like, I said, your friend is hosting our show. Oh, yeah, she's cool. I was like, all right, dope.
That's a riveting conversation.
I know.
It is.
Look, I'm trying to make the time pass here while I drink this bourbon, which is delicious.
We'll drink it faster. That'll
Drink
make
it
the time
faster so we get the real scoops.
I'm on my second glass.
Me too.
Cheers.
Cheers. We haven't done that. We're fucking like 11 minutes into the show. No fucking toast yet. We fucking up here.
Sorry, toast.
Cheers.
Sorry to the audience. Nah.
I'm just seeing Anna for the first time in several months, because she just got back from Prague. And
I know. She got back and I'm like, get on the show. Need to get you on.
You gave me a few days in town to relax, though, so that was nice.
Sure, I did. I got you the first availability I could get. So what other shit have you been doing in Europe? Like, tell us about it.
I've been traveling a lot. I've been going around to a lot of different countries. I take my dog with me to every country, so that's a lot of fun.
Before we got on air, Anna was like, do you have any pets? Told her I don't, because I'm an irresponsible human being. And she almost walked out of my fucking apartment.
yeah,
If Peter wasn't tied down by booze and cameras, I think she would have left us.
she'll
I
do
would have
that.
taken his keys.
Yeah.
That's why I hid Peter in the corner. Can't just up and leave without him.
I can pull him across the table.
Oh, that'd be so messy. Please don't. Please. Though, we got enough cameras rolling. If you do just yank him across the table, it might be some good B-roll.
Cool. Good to know.
Let me get my laptop out of the way first.
I'll get my bottle out of the way for sure. But
It's like, bottle's much more important than pulling Peter across. Peter can be injured in this process. The bottle has to be saved.
well, yeah, of course.
And she does make a point. You'll heal. The bottle won't.
That's true. I don't know where this conversation is going.
I have no idea.
Possibly in bodily harm to you. So let's probably steer away from that. I don't want to make that insurance claim.
Let's see. I got 2 new tarantulas in Prague.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I had to watch her tarantula for like a month or something.
And I appreciated it very much.
I put it at the time I was moving into my new place, but still living in my old place. So I just put the tarantula cage in my new place and just left it on the counter there. And,
I'm taking back my appreciation.
yeah, I would go and check and spritz the water on the tarantula, which I guess is what you're supposed to do to make it stay alive. And
Not quite, but
Wait a minute.
close.
Did you kill Anna's tarantula and get her a new one? Or is that what you're trying to confess here?
no, the tarantula lived.
Well, they're very sturdy.
Yeah.
They're
They are
tough
desert creatures, yeah.
But yeah, so I have I have 2 different species that I ordered from Poland. I have a curly haired tarantula, and her name is Penelope. And then I have a little baby Mexican red knee, and that one's name is Rosanna.
Do they come when you call them?
No, but but they're very cute and fuzzy.
I didn't know you could order tarantulas from, where'd you say, Poland?
Yeah, I was from a tarantula breeder in Poland.
God.
They ship them.
I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a job. Like, I'm a tarantula breeder. How would you like tarantulas?
There's actually a lot. I'm in several different tarantula breeders groups, so I know what breeders to go to.
I probably shouldn't mention that Amazon sells freeze-dried tarantulas to eat.
Oh boy.
I'm not interested in that. I'm a vegetarian. But thank you. And actually, I would like, if they're freeze-dried, wait, no, because they're dried. I would need a tarantula that's like dead and frozen so then I can de-thaw it and then I can do taxidermy on it and put it in one of the shadow boxes.
Good God.
Well, hopefully that does not happen to your pets anytime soon.
Hopefully not, but when they do die, they'll be
Preserved
remembered.
forever.
Exactly.
You gonna do that to the virgin too? When he dies, just put him in a box.
That would be great. That would be really good taxidermy practice.
This is the virgin. Just
I think I would need some more tools for that and chemicals, but it could work.
Amazon Prime, just next day that shit.
You know, I don't think they have Amazon Prime in Europe. They do have Amazon, but I don't know about Prime.
I'm gonna Google that shit. I'm gonna
You're
find out.
gonna look it up right now.
I bet they do.
Let me know. I know I can't use my Amazon Video in Europe.
You can't?
No, different country restrictions and regulations.
Different copyrights and that shit.
Oh yeah.
No, I guess I could cancel my Amazon subscription and make a new account and then get European videos. But I can't use the one that I have now.
You could get European videos.
I feel like I'm yelling because these are like covering
Nah.
my ears. No? Okay,
No, you're at a perfect level.
great.
So Western Europe definitely has Prime.
I am not in Western Europe. We
I
call
know.
it's Central Europe.
I know.
Central Europe.
Yeah, they have listed on this article Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and the UK.
Oh, so Germany right next door, but not Czech.
Not yet. In time.
Yeah, give it time.
Give it time.
Give it a few more years.
Don't make the virgin wait that long.
I will. I mean, he's already waited long enough.
How old is this virgin, by the way?
Oh gosh, what was it? He's in his 20s.
Oh my
I
God.
think
Early
he's
20s,
his
late 20s?
Like 20. He's a bit older than me. I think he's like 22 to 25 or something like that.
I instantly feel better about my life now.
I'm glad I could do something.
Peter, you have probably had more sex than...
Oh no.
I don't believe that.
Do not be fooled. But I managed to de-virginize myself before I made it out of my teens. So
And you're not even in Europe.
yeah.
They have nudity and orange juice commercials. Sex comes free. I was actually thinking about this while I was in Amsterdam. What it would be like to be a teenager in that part of Europe where it's like, oh, I could just walk down to the red light district as a teenager.
Oh my God.
I have no idea. I think it would be nice.
Oh, it'd be nice, but it would also just be an interesting situation because as a teenage male, I'm sure you can attest to this. It's like, you just want to fuck. It's bad.
Yeah.
And
But I wonder how many like moral dilemmas they have about that.
probably none.
Probably none.
Well, the legal age in Europe is 16.
14 in Germany.
Maybe moral is the wrong word. I wonder how many hang-ups they might have about like, oh, that's dirty. I don't want to dirty myself.
I don't know if the women of the night are readily on display and selling their wares. I don't think anyone's got a problem with it. It's like one of the biggest tourist destinations in Amsterdam is
Yeah.
to go into the red light district.
I've been to the red light district.
Well, tourist destinations, right? But I'm talking about the locals.
Yeah, but if you're just a local horny dude, you're like, oh, I know where I can get my rocks off. I'm going to work at Blockbuster Video because it was the 90s. And,
Why are we suddenly in the 90s?
well, I'm gauging when Peter and I were teenagers.
Yeah, 90s. True.
Yes. No, not you. No, we know you were not a teenager in the 90s.
I was not.
Just, like save up your retail job money and be like, okay, I'm going to go fuck now.
That's pretty much what I did.
Huh?
But that was in the 2000s. I worked in retail before I started porn.
And you saved up your money to go fuck?
In Europe, yeah.
Wait, have you been buying boys in Europe or buying girls? Have you been buying people in Europe?
Oh, no.
Then what are you saving up your money for?
I saved up to buy a plane ticket
Oh.
so I could go fuck in Europe.
good reason.
Yeah.
Have you managed to fuck in every country you've been to in Europe so far?
I think, yes. Yes.
You think?
Wait. No, I haven't fucked in Scotland. That was really disappointing.
You own property in Scotland. How have you not fucked there?
Because I'm too drunk.
In my world, that's generally one leads to the other.
Yeah. Not when you're just trying to bike around and you're falling off your bike.
That's fair. No one should have sex with the drunk girl who's so drunk she's falling off her bike.
Right.
Well, no, don't say that, because then it'll make my chances even harder.
Just don't fall off the bike.
That's like, don't get drunk.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Okay, then don't tell me to not fall off my bike.
Like, tie yourself to it or something.
It's even worse. Then how do you get up?
Oh.
Oh, I guess that's maybe when the sex comes in. Someone finds you stranded and tied to your bicycle off the road, and they help you, and you fuck them.
Exactly. But
Okay.
definitely a porno has started like that.
I'll keep it in mind next time.
Never had that happen to me in real life.
Tied to a bicycle, some woman come and saved you and fucked you.
No.
No woman has ever come and rescued me and fucked me.
But have you ever tied yourself to your bicycle?
No.
No.
Okay, so that's where you're starting to go wrong.
All right. That's it. I'm going to pause the show. I'm going to go tie myself to my bicycle. I'm going to go fall over on Hollywood Boulevard. And I'm probably going to get fucked by a homeless person.
I mean, at least you're getting fucked.
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
There was some woman out there screaming.
Oh, God.
And we couldn't figure out what
Did
the
you
hell's going
hear
on.
her when you were smoking?
Nope.
Oh.
I didn't even hear you guys knocking on the door. You think I heard some woman
Well,
screaming?
you're outside, and she was like down on the street right by
Yeah.
your complex, and it was like a blood-curdling shriek, and
Yeah,
she
it
did
was
it
bad.
twice.
The problem is the 101's right fucking there, so it's all highway
No,
noise.
like I'll redo the sound, but you probably don't want me to.
Oh, I do. What happened?
Your neighbors are gonna complain.
That sounds like their fucking problem.
I'll ask one more time.
You have consent.
Oh God, I don't even know if I can do it.
Oh, she wasn't expecting me to go for it.
I feel like I have to take my headphones off for this.
You might want to. Let's try. I think it was. What was it like? Do you want to go first?
I'm not doing it. You're
It
the
was
one
like-
that volunteered.
Okay, Can I hear my own voice in these?
Oh,
Should I
yeah.
Take it off. Okay, then I'll just do this. It was like. Or
Yep,
something.
That's what it was like.
Yeah, that's pretty loud. Very,
But like
very brief.
longer, and like it sounded like a bit more like terrified.
A little more bloody murder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Did you guys figure out what was happening? Or you're just like, no,
Nope.
we're going to go into the apartment.
We kept walking away.
Yeah.
Like true Angelinos. Like, not my problem. Not my problem.
Don't you dare call me that. I'm a true Portlander and nothing else.
Well, maybe you're here long enough to be an Angelino.
Not at all.
I'm here long enough to be an angel.
Okay, call him that. It's his new title.
I don't know. Do you just walk away from helping your neighbor in Portland? I thought Portland people help each other.
Well, not when they scream like that.
Like, you're on your fucking own.
Not my problem.
I don't know what goes on in Portland. I watch Portlandia and like she fits the bill perfectly.
I think he just called you a hipster.
I don't think I'm a hipster.
No hipster thinks they're a hipster.
Are you sure about that?
I said it on air. It's been recorded by 5 cameras and a microphone, so
Okay, well, we'll
I'm
take
standing
a poll
by it.
after this airs, and we'll see how many
Got
people
5
agree with
cameras
that.
and a microphone.
You want to make a jingle?
He wants to be a
going.
member of the Beastie Boys.
Keep it up.
I'm done.
Okay.
He's spent.
Yeah.
Spent.
Drink more whiskey, and we'll
drinking.
get you singing.
The one time, well, the couple times I was in Portland, I always had good times. There's fun dive bars up there.
I bet there are.
There are. It's a great city.
It is. It is.
Because I'm from there.
I had some girl motherfuck me in a bar and then make out with me after last call. Like,
Wow.
forcefully.
Wow.
It's like,
That's a story.
she's like, swearing at me, swearing at me, swearing at me in the bar. I'm like, okay, lady, I have no idea what I did to you. And then last call, we all are out on the street. She just grabbed me by the collar and started making out with me. I'm like, okay, I guess this is happening.
I never had that happen to me in real life either.
Go to Portland
Yeah, probably.
and tie
should.
yourself to a bike.
That's what I did. I had a bicycle with me in the bar. It was just tied to me.
In Portland, that's not uncommon.
No, fucking hipsters. All Portland has is Hipsters and skinheads. I don't see a denial there. It's just kind of
Okay,
like,
well, you're leaving out the crusty punks, and they're very friendly.
this is true. This is true.
That's where I used to hang out, under the bridge.
Did you used to have dreads and
No, I did used to do a lot of different stuff with my hair, but not dreads.
no dreads? Why not?
Because it's not what I wanted, and I wouldn't do that.
Wait, you hung out under the bridge?
Yeah, underneath the Burnside Bridge. That's where
What happens under the bridge?
I buy whiskey and drink with crusty punks and hang out.
That's a good thing. That's how I used to get alcohol underage. Was get homeless people and crusty punks to buy me booze, and then I would drink with them.
Yeah.
It's where I found my love.
I actually do still have friends that I know from underneath the bridge. Some of them are in prison now, but they're still pen pals.
What are they in prison for?
Shooting someone.
Oh my God.
Okay, what the fuck?
I'd rather not delve into that because, I'm not trying to embarrass anyone, and I love them.
I'm sure if they've been convicted, it's a matter of public record.
A matter of technicalities.
Technicalities.
Technically, they've been convicted by a court of law.
Moving on.
By a jury of their peers.
So anyway.
Could you imagine the all crust punk jury?
That would be an awesome fucking jury.
'Cause it's a jury of their peers, so it's got to be all crust punks, right?
Right.
How are you going to judge me? You don't know my life.
Or maybe they do.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
Can you imagine if they tried to make juries like based on actual people who were similar to you?
Never be convicted. It'd be great.
That would be a good system.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a jury of your peers.
It is supposed to be a jury of your peers, but
It doesn't work out like that.
I guess peers is very loosely defined.
What
Just
do-
means you live in the same city.
What happens if, I get, a call for jury duty and I'm in Europe and I don't even respond to it? What happens?
Technically, they can put out a bench warrant for you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
I need to figure out what I can do to avoid
Where's
that.
your U.S. mail going to?
My apartment here that I'm about to move out of, and then after that, it'll go to my parents' house.
Well, in the short term, I would go through your mail, make sure you didn't get a summons.
Okay, I'll do that when I get home.
In the
Because I
long term,
haven't.
in the long term, your parents should probably let you know if you get someone for jury duty, because you can just respond and say, "Hey, I'm not available. I don't live in the fucking country." But you have to respond. If you don't respond, they're just like,
God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll go through my mail when I get home.
little do we know.
Smart thinking.
Anna's a fucking wanted fugitive right now. I'm harboring a fucking fugitive. God damn it.
I'm pretty sure if that had happened and if I had a bench warrant out for me, that they would have noticed that when I came back into the country and I went through U.S. Customs.
You'd
I would have
think.
gone arrested there.
You'd think, but shit slides through all the time, especially because TSA and Customs and Border isn't getting paid at the moment, so they don't give a fuck.
Okay, well, I came back last month before that happened.
Shutdown was mid last month.
I came back on the 18th. Was it before that?
Maybe.
I don't know. It was recently.
It's quite possible.
I thought it was only 2 weeks. I thought it happened right after I got back, but I don't know.
I mean, I could find out, but it doesn't really matter.
No,
You got in.
that's the point. I'm here. I'm not arrested. It's all
Not
good.
yet. The night is young. We'll see where this
Oh,
goes.
that is true.
My neighbors are calling the police after that scream. They kick in the door, be like, "What the fuck's going on here?" Like, I swear, officer, we're just doing a show. Nobody's being hurt. Maybe some livers are being damaged, but no one's being hurt.
Right.
She's fine. Don't ask her to blink twice or anything if she's in duress. She's fine. I swear.
Duress is a great word.
And it shows I haven't had enough whiskey because I can still say it. At the point when words like duress go out the window, yeah, I've had enough.
No, or you just need more.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then you'll pass out.
Definitely got to avoid that. It doesn't make for good podcast video. Just me
Oh, I think I can make a good video out of that. It'll be entertaining.
Yeah, are you going to edit it, Miss? I have no editing skills.
No, I did not say editing. I said I'd make it entertaining after you pass out.
Yeah, but unless it's edited, no one's going to see it. So
Well, are you refusing to edit if you're passed out?
I'll be passed out. I can't edit.
Do you edit as you're filming?
Totally.
That's a lie.
It is. A very obvious one. A very obvious
Well,
lie.
I know that, so at least I know something about editing.
Yeah. Seeing as the cameras are not hooked up to anything, that would be very impressive. They're just rolling and they will be taken off the SD later. So what are you doing while you're back in the States? Besides probably more anal.
Yep, doing more anal. I have a girl anal, so that's new. Going to AVNs, moving out of my apartment and moving everything into storage. Basic bullshit.
Has someone been like checking up on your apartment while you've been gone?
Well, I've had a roommate. Kira Noir
Oh,
was
okay.
my roommate. And she just moved out of our apartment and into a place with her boyfriend like 2 weeks ago.
Damn those relationships.
Oh, it was actually perfect timing because now that I got my visa renewed for 2 years, it's time to get rid of my apartment. I felt like I didn't need to keep it anymore.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, no. Makes total fucking sense. So why are you in Prague for another 2 years? Just cuz?
Because I want to be. I want to live in Europe.
She wants to be there.
Well, I assumed that you
I
wanted to be
definitely
there.
don't want to be here in LA. Not for another 2 years.
Man. Nobody I'm friends with likes LA. It's so fucking weird.
I love LA.
I do too. And everybody and like everybody I'm friends with is just like, I hate LA. I can't wait to get out of here. I'm just like,
Then fucking leave.
That means your friends have good taste.
yeah.
No, then just fucking leave. You're one less car
exactly.
on the 405. Get the fuck out.
Well, I mean, my car is still on the 405. Kira bought it, but
I just lost one of my closest friends. Just moved to another state. This one's in Prague. I got
Jabbers won't leave his room.
Jabbers won't leave his room.
well, I mean, you have new girls coming into porn every day. You got to make new friends.
That's true. I'm trying to make new friends.
Any cool new talent? Anyone I would get along with?
There's lots of cool new talent. You know who I've come to really like over the past year, and I didn't really know her before this year, but and not that I really know her that well now, but I've gotten a little bit friendly with her. Is Jill Cassidy? I think she's very nice.
Oh, she was really nice. I've worked with her. I like her.
She's cool.
I haven't had the pleasure.
She's a lovely young lady.
I will take your word for it. You are a connoisseur of such things, so
He definitely knows who's crazy and who's not.
They're all crazy.
Peter's kind of like porno Santa. He knows who's naughty and who's nice. He's got a list. Once again, no denial coming from Peter on that.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
none from me either. I know that to be true.
So what is in store for you guys at AVN this year? Shit.
Hopefully alcohol. More of it.
Well, that just is a given.
It'll be my first time in Vegas as 21.
Yeah, that didn't stop you from drinking previous years. What? There's no statute of limitations on that shit.
One thing that's great about Vegas for me is that it's extremely stressful.
Oh, and that's great.
Well, wait, hang on. This is going somewhere. It's extremely stressful. However, so many people, who are the cause of my stress, can see that I'm stressed and therefore bring me for 4 days straight alcohol. They just hand deliver it to me. Here you go, Peter.
I remember you getting like gift bags last year. Who was it that gave you a gift bag?
I don't know.
Someone gave you a little gift bag. Who was it? I remember that,
Your
and you
guess
don't
is as
even
good as
remember
me.
that.
I don't know.
I wonder how many people think that the voting was not closed at that point, and they're like, "Oh, Peter, here's a gift."
Maybe, I don't know, but
I like his version better. It's
No,
a lot nicer.
It is kind of great.
No,
While I'm sitting there like stressing my brains out and dealing with all the shit that I'm dealing with, like I just have people just bring me cocktails just all day long for 4 days. Here you go.
I'll remember that.
Yeah.
I want that gig. I'll happily be stressed out for 4 days if people are just going to keep bringing me cocktails.
I mean, people bring me cocktails too at the expo.
Well, the last couple of years I have just spent in the media room with my own bottles.
That's one way to go.
Last year, I think I was on the floor for a grand total of 15 minutes the whole weekend.
Yeah, I only spend like a few hours altogether on the floor.
God, I don't know if I even made it onto the floor last year.
Yeah, I did a lap. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm going to go back up to the media booth and go back to recording.
I'm trying to decide. Do you guys think I should sell gumballs again?
Definitely.
You sold
Yes.
gumballs?
I sold gumballs out of my asshole.
Oh my God.
I took a little video because I know that that's not allowed on the floor.
That's
so
so not allowed.
I took a video on my phone of me putting gumballs in my butthole
the
and
hell
then
is wrong
pushing
with,
them
Do you know
out.
how quickly you could get kicked out of there?
What? I
if you
didn't do
that?
it on the floor.
There's the jabbers. I knew he would come wandering out as
I walked into gumballs in my asshole.
Oh. Hundreds of episodes recorded in this apartment.
That's such
Still
a
doesn't
nice-
know not to talk off mic.
That's such a nice introduction.
Translate for me.
So, my roommate, former guest, Steve Javers, exited his cave just in time to hear about Anna's gumballs and was thoroughly impressed. I think that's a good synopsis.
So I should do that again this year.
Definitely.
Listen, all I'm telling you
Jawbreakers.
is
Jawbreakers. That's an even better idea.
do it at your own risk and peril, whatever. But I can't vouch for you if they kick you out. And,
But why would
you
I
know,
be kicked out?
Because that's not allowed.
What's not allowed?
That's
It's just
extremely
candy.
not allowed.
It's just candy.
I'm not doing it on the floor. I did it before I went to the expo.
Oh, so you're showing the video.
I had a
of
video
the
next to
gumball
the
coming out
gumball.
of your
Exactly.
ass. And you're like, here's
Here's-
the gumball
here's the
that was
gumball.
in my ass.
Exactly.
Here's the proof.
Exactly.
Would you like to purchase it?
They were $5 a pop.
What you should do is, you shouldn't do it on your phone. You should get an Instax, get a Polaroid of it coming out of your butt, sell the Polaroid and the gumball.
That could work too, but that
'Cause-
would be a lot of Polaroids.
Yeah, but
All right. Well,
you can sell it for more, and then they have proof after they chew the gumball.
You know, like I thought that was a pretty like creative thing for me to do, and that was putting a lot of effort into it, and that's like my maximum limit.
Just like maximum effort. Fuck it.
I misunderstood. I thought you were putting the gumballs in your ass and shitting them
No.
out on the floor.
No,
And that would
no,
be very not.
I know that. That's why I did it beforehand and took a video for proof.
Okay.
That's why she did it in the ladies' room. Come on.
But how's the customer gonna really know that that's the same gumball?
Well, I mean, you can kind of see it because the gumballs, they have like the colors on the outside coating, and after you put it in your asshole and it gets wet, the colors start to come off. And I mean, I guess that also you could do it just like dropping it in water too, but I know they trust me. And I have a video,
Okay.
I'm being honest.
She can do it like the Penn and Teller bullet trick. She can sign it before she puts it in her butt.
I mean, if I have a video of like the gumballs coming out of my butt, why wouldn't I sell those? What am I going to do? Eat them myself?
I don't know.
I got it.
I wouldn't put it past you.
Have the fan sign the fresh
True.
gumball and then bring it to them. That you can still do that in water. Never mind. I was gonna say have them sign it and then bring them to
Oh,
them the
yeah.
next day. Like, here's your signed gumball back. But you could still just stick it in water.
Well, maybe I'll do it again, and I'll do it with Jawbreakers this time, though I still have like a bag of gumballs that I didn't put in my butt yet that I was going to use if I need.
Do you really want to put stale gumballs in your butt?
No, I won't. That's why Jawbreakers.
Yeah, jawbreakers or gobstoppers. Do
What
they still make
difference does it
gobstoppers?
make whether it's stale or not if it's going in your butt?
Because the fan may want to chew it.
But that's their problem.
Well, that's what I mean. The whole
Yeah,
point
but-
of it is.
The last thing you want is a fan to try to make a return on a stale gumball. Like,
You-
I can't chew this thing.
My asshole isn't stale. It's like a very nice, soft asshole. So
No
it should be nice, soft
refunds
gum.
granted. It's final purchase.
No refunds on anal gumballs.
No. What? How? Where were you doing this at the Spiegler booth or?
Yeah, at Spiegler's booth.
Okay.
And so I'll be again this year.
And he approved of that. That's cool.
Well, I didn't tell him. He was there. I mean, he comes and checks up on the booth. He saw what I was doing.
He just didn't ask too many questions. He's just like, gumballs, okay.
And no,
Right.
I got that idea because, like one year I had Mentos at the stand and I was just like chewing on my Mentos, like waiting for something to do or someone to talk to. And like some guy came up and was like, hey, can I like give you like 50 cents for a Mento? Those are great. And I was like, oh, like maybe people want to buy candy or want something to eat like while they're walking around the floor. And so then I was like, okay, I'll sell gumballs from my butt.
I gotta know. This may be horribly wrong, and don't do it if it would cause you bodily harm. What would happen if you Mentos Diet Coked your asshole?
That could be really cool.
Wait, what?
But what order would you do it in? Would you put the Coke in first or the Mentos first?
Well, when you do it in the bottle, you drop the Mentos into the Coke.
Yeah, but when it's in your butthole, would you... Maybe, I feel like you would do the Coke first because I could pour into my gape and then I could close my butthole and put in the Mentos and just like, pop them in and then push it all out.
And then it would rocket out.
That'd be fun. I want to do that.
Sounds like a science experiment I don't want to be a part of.
Oh, but you will, Peter.
We're making history. We are fucking making history
You'll
tonight.
be involved whether you like it or not.
Anna's gonna get lift off.
Oh, I like that idea.
Have you ever gotten cornered by one of those guys at the convention who has like a stack of 200 photos of you and wants you to autograph
Of
them?
course, I charge them for it.
Oh my God. Those guys amaze me.
I
I'm
know
like,
that they're just going on like other websites and selling them and making a profit.
Well,
so
How is there still a fucking market for that?
Of
No
course,
idea.
of course. It's painfully obvious that's what they're doing. But what amazes me is how do they stake them out? How do they manage to like hunt down the girl that they have the stack of 200 pictures of?
Most of those dudes have a rolling binder, and they have multiple girls in their rolling binder. They just like, oh, that girl, flip, 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 stack.
And they talk to us on Twitter and find out where we're signing and what booths we're at and what times.
I guess, but I encountered it one time when I was just walking down the hall of somewhere in the Hard Rock with Jody, our friend Jody,
Yes.
and a guy just like appeared from wherever and just had the whole stack of, and that was it, of pictures of her.
Did he come out of like the hallway, kind of like that hallway in the labyrinth where, it's like there's an entrance, but you can't tell. It just looks like it's part of a wall and he just like appeared out of it.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Something
cool.
like that. I was like, how? How did he do it? Because like,
Well, I just told you how he did it.
yeah, but I don't get it. I don't know.
You don't get the labyrinth either, but no one does.
He's been printing those pictures for a long time, and it's payday, baby. Ooh.
I've only now sort of like become familiar with the layout of the Hard Rock. Like we've had the show there for I don't know how many years now, and like it took me so long to like
Seven. This will be the 8th year at it, at the Hard Rock.
at least, yeah. I don't know.
I'm not familiar with it.
2011 was at the Sand still.
He knows better than I do. I don't know, but
I've been going for a long fucking time.
Maybe you just try to block it out of your memory.
I guess. But like
It's all those free cocktails.
for whatever reason, like the Hard Rock confused me for so long.
It
because
still confuses me.
I like something about like that whole middle area where I could never quite get my bearings about like which hall.
That's the
led
worst
to
area.
where.
I know what area you're talking about, and it's an absolute catastrophe.
See, every year I miss the Venetian. I miss the Sands.
I don't miss the Sands.
Are there
so
sands
much.
at the Venetian?
The Sands Convention Center attached to the Venetian. It's,
Oh, okay.
I don't miss the Sands because it was a god awful trek to get there from your hotel room every day. It was walking for like a mile. It felt like every time,
no, it was. It definitely was.
and it's just like I don't know. It's just like one big sort of like warehousey feeling.
Yeah, I like the big warehousey feeling and not being shoulder to shoulder with motherfuckers in the center area. Like, they're trying to squeeze so many fucking booths in here. I can't fucking move.
I always feel like that at the Hard Rock.
Right, exactly. The Sands was not like that because it was
Okay.
huge.
Well, it was like that back in the day.
Wow, back in the
I mean,
day.
it was still very crowded. The couple of conventions I attended at the Sands, but it wasn't like center room hard rock cramps. Plus, I don't know. Maybe I just have nostalgia for the glory of giant fucking booths and
Yeah, the giant booths were cool.
And
I mean, there's still giant booths,
there are some, but
the ceilings are lower, so they don't feel as giant somehow. I don't know.
well, and also
It's true.
correct me if it's just my how I envisioned it at the time. The fans were kind of an afterthought in those days. It was much more of a trade show, and the fans were just kind of there. And in more recent years, it's become more of a fan show than a business-to-business show.
Yes and no. I mean, it's been a fan show forever.
Well, no, the fans have always had access, but it definitely felt like in the Sands days, the fans were, fans, you're welcome to be here, but this is more of a business-to-business show that fans can come to. Now, with the VIP packages, with the fans getting more and more access, it feels like it's more of a fan show than it was in those days.
Well, it's probably geared more towards fans than it was then, I'm guessing. But I mean, there was always like the real like B2B stuff wasn't happening like on the convention floor. It was happening in suites and stuff.
Well, that still happens.
Which still happens, right? And so yeah, like I mean, the giant booths and everything. I mean, that's for the fans. That's not for the business people.
I don't know. Maybe it just got sullied for me when they could start selling 8x10s.
I have no idea. I wasn't around then.
So back in the old days, you weren't allowed to sell anything at AVN.
It was a crazy time.
A different time.
It was a different time.
I think it was
The best of times?
and the worst of times.
And the worst of times. That's right.
Beat you to it.
Worst of times.
Peter still hasn't told me if he's going to a concert with me
Oh, what concert?
Sticks.
that I just referenced
I'm still mulling it over.
During AVN?
No, right before.
on the 20th.
I might. I still might.
You should go. Come on. Why wouldn't you go?
Well, the
Voting's done.
No. The only reason is just because you know my AVN paid for room will not be available to me at that point. I would have to figure out my own lodging.
I'm pretty sure Anna's offering to put you up.
We can split an Airbnb. I mean, as long as you don't mind my vibrator, that might keep you up, but I don't last that long.
It runs on 220 volts. It's from Europe.
No, it's not. My Hitachi is from America. Actually, I think it might be made in China, but still. You get
I'm pretty
my
sure
point.
Japan Hitachi.
Is
Yeah.
But it could still be made in China because it's cheaper.
Now the Japanese are about their pride.
That's why their stuff is so good.
Everything in Japan is good.
So yeah, you have that offer available to you.
An offer to listen to you masturbate while I go to sleep.
Way to make the rest of America jealous. Like, Anna wants to take you to Sticks and then let you fall asleep while she masturbates.
You see, he understands.
The rest of America is like, yo, we would have paid good money for this. And you're like, meh, not my thing. Sir, you are jaded.
He is.
Rightfully so.
I'm not that jaded. I play it cool.
You do a good job.
Thanks.
It's like, I wouldn't fall asleep right away, but 5-6 minutes of that, done.
Well, maybe, it could be like a relaxing sound because, it's just continuous.
It's like a white noise machine.
Exactly.
It's like the relaxing sound of Anna's masturbation. You should just sell audio clips of you masturbating and see if people can fall asleep to it.
Good idea.
See, we're just innovating a ton of shit tonight. Mentos out of your asshole, masturbation, white noise. Kick me back something if you make some money on this shit, please.
I will. I'll credit you.
Oh, good. Credit. I can pay my rent with credit. I love credit. So is my creditors.
Yeah.
No, we would like some dinero, please. Not much. Just un poquito.
So we'll see. Vegas. I hope Vegas is fun this year. I hope it's more fun than it was last year. Boy,
I do
last
too.
last year was rough, man.
You were stressed last year.
It was a hard time. Hopefully, I'm trying to prepare myself as much as humanly possible to make it less stressful this year.
Just not be around. Just hide.
That won't work too well.
Can't hide.
Yeah.
Can't run. Nowhere to go.
Just don't stay at the Hard Rock.
Well, that's not an option.
Well, it could
Yeah,
be.
because he has a paid room.
That's right.
Fair. You can't get AVN to just pay for a room somewhere else.
Why would I want them to? That would mean I'd have to walk farther every day.
It's a fucking rumor across the street. Shit.
Fuck that.
I usually stay across the street. I don't like staying at the Hard Rock.
I want to never leave the building. If the only reason I leave the building is
To go to Joe's Pizza across the street.
Yep, to go to pizza across the street, but also CVS across the street.
Oh, yeah.
CVS is fucking clutch.
There, like there was nothing I've been more thankful for of all my avian years than the fact that there was a CVS right across the street from the Hard Rock, where I could go to buy Gatorade and whatever the hell I need, because otherwise, at the Venetian, fuck that. You could there's I mean, if you want to pay $10 for 2 Advil, then sure you could.
That's why you
Oh,
prepare
I like
ahead
a
of time
gift
and
shop.
buy that shit before you get there. Preparation, sir.
None of us plan ahead that much.
That's right.
I do.
I always, those like pictures that I sign that we sell, I always print those out in Vegas. I hear of girls having those printed out like weeks before AVNs, and I always do it like the second day of AVN.
So you're printing your banner while you're there too?
I've
Shit.
never had a banner
Why not?
because I don't do that.
You could if you want.
I mean, I could, but like I said, there's the maximum effort, and that would be
Right.
surpassing it.
Fair enough.
I was very proud of myself at our company. We have like an annual company holiday lunch right before Christmas, whatever.
That's so festive.
And we
Company
do,
full of Jews right before Christmas. It makes no sense.
it's not really like it's not in the old days. It used to be a company full of Jews, not anymore.
You can call
I'm one of-
yourself a jewel. It's okay. You are.
I'm a jewel.
There you go.
Anyway, so we do the Secret Santa or whatever thing,
Aw.
and the gift that I got was a humidifier,
That's a really good gift.
and it was
It is.
the best gift, and everybody wanted it because the
bet.
first person who opened a gift opened that one, and it was like everybody was like holy shit, and they got stolen like 3 times, and I got a gift card to Lowe's, which is I'm sure there's something I could use at Lowe's, but I was like
Oh, I'm
They have
sure.
batteries.
I was like nobody beat my gift of the humidifier. It was the best.
That is the best gift. Most definitely. It's so fucking annoying every time I get to the Hard Rock. And
Yep.
I'm like, do you guys have humidifiers? And they're
No.
like, no, we're sold out.
No. They'll never have one. You got to bring your own.
Or go across the street to CVS.
Right.
I hate going to Vegas and AVNs for that long because every time it's so dry there and my nose starts bleeding and everyone's always like, oh, stop doing coke. I don't even fucking do cocaine. It's just fucking dry there.
Get a humidifier. That's the
I
answer.
need to bring one this year.
Or just go to CVS.
Do they have humidifiers at
Yes,
CVS?
they
Oh,
do.
they definitely do.
Yes,
I
they
didn't
do.
know that.
And little feet soaking tubs too.
Yeah.
Oh, how nice.
So you can get a humidifier, get your feet soaked. Life will be fucking
Maybe
awesome.
this year will be like more of a spa trip.
Just be at the booth, like spawing it out. Like
I will do
have
that. Do you think Spiegler would
cucumbers
be
on your
okay with
eyes, soaking your feet. Like, yeah, I'm signing. Just don't even like look past the cucumbers. Just sign.
that? Would Spiegler be okay with that, do you think?
If he's okay with the gumballs, he's got to be okay with that.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I like it.
What's the worst that's going to happen?
Exactly.
I get in trouble.
Oh, no. What are they going to do? Kick you out of the country?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to get in trouble with Spiegler.
No, I don't.
Nobody does.
Nobody wants to get in trouble with Spiegler.
I'm 6,000 miles away, but I still love and appreciate him.
Do you still have to, like, give him his agency fees in cash while you're in Europe?
Oh, no, he hasn't booked me since I moved. Even in Europe and also here in LA now, I've either just been booking myself or having Proxy book me. And he'll still have people that, like, message him and email him about booking me, and then he just passes them along to me.
Oh, I just had this great vision of you rolling up to Spiegler with a handful of euros. Like, here you go, Spiegs.
I mean, I have euros. I could do that. I'll be like, hey, thanks for everything. I should do that someday.
Just handful of colorful, fucking funny money.
Maybe that's what I'll do with all the coins that we are talking about.
There you go.
I had like over £5 worth of coins in my purse that I've been carrying around. I just cleaned it out when I was in Portland about a week ago.
What currencies?
5 different currencies and about like $125 worth in coins.
Holy shit.
Just bring that to Vegas with you. See what you can.
I have all the coins. I separated them into bags and put them in my suitcase.
The problem is, no exchange takes fucking coins.
Bank?
U.S. banks won't take foreign coins.
I don't know. I have Bank of America.
I don't
Or
think.
you say, isn't U.S. Bank? Is that not
But
a
like
bank?
any
American bank.
won't take foreign coins. They'll take foreign bills.
sure?
Yeah, I know. I have a ton of coins from other countries too.
Oh, I've never tried to exchange my coins at a bank. They'll take bills, yeah.
No, they'll happily take bills. Coins they will not take.
Bullshit.
Oh no, it's absolute bullshit. Especially in places like Japan where they have coins up to like 500 fucking yen, which is the equivalent of $5.
Oh, dude, do you know how much forints are fucking annoying? Hungarian forints? Oh, God, it's like 1,000 forints is equal to like $4.
Fuck that.
$4 coin. That's fucked up. See,
Oh, well, I was planning on taking them back anyways with me, so I'll either gift them to Spiegler or take them back in my suitcase.
you'll make it back to Hungary sooner or later.
Oh, yeah, I go there often.
So just buy a couple coffees while you're there with the coins.
But then I have to take them on the train.
Oh no.
I mean, my suitcase and purse are already heavy enough.
Get a roadie. Make your roadie do it.
I should get a roadie.
You should.
Do one of you want to be my roadie?
What's it pay?
Masturbation noises.
Oh my god.
That is significantly under my rate.
Oh, see, you're jaded too.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely am.
Oh yeah, I would love to travel with Anna Deville across Europe.
Yeah, all expenses paid. Sure, I would consider it. If I'm paying my own way for the privilege of carrying your baggage, not so much.
I mean, my baggage have wheels. All you have to do is push it.
Yeah. I have been a roadie for a very long time. I know how much shoes weigh.
Oh yeah, and also I have a lot of books. It's the shoes and books.
You have books?
Shoes, books, and coins. So much weight.
You have books? Yeah. Yeah, my rate just went up. Masturbation noises do not pay the bills.
Not just like regular books either. She's reading like the Odyssey and shit like that.
She's reading, A Tale of Two Cities.
Yeah.
Actually, right now I'm reading Don Quixote.
Quixote. Yes.
Chasing them windmills.
She's reading the book, but she can't pronounce it.
It's okay.
It's a weird name.
It's all in her head. She doesn't have. She's not
That's
doing a
true.
book report on it.
No.
Exactly, it's just for fun.
Actually, right now, book report on Don Quixote.
I don't even have it with me. I forgot it in Prague, which I'm actually really sad about.
Yeah, but you read part of it already.
I read like 100 pages, and it
You
was
know what?
all just like
I've never read Don Quixote, but I know that it's about a dude fighting windmills, and I feel like that's all I need to
You know,
know.
I'm waiting to get to that part because, like,
Seriously, you could have just bullshitted your whole way through that book report. Neither one of us have fucking read it. You should have just told us, like, this is what it's about. We would be like, that's pretty cool.
I was like, right now, I'm only like, I think like 100 or like 50 to 100 pages in.
Yes,
and
you
it's,
could have
like,
just
all-
lied to us. We would have never known.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
The audience may, like, when I post this, be like, she is full of shit. But Peter and I be like, that's pretty cool. Tell us more.
I was just recommended it because I read The Count of Monte Cristo and I loved that book. And then it was like, oh, you might.
Oh,
like
so you've
this
read
book.
that cover to cover? Book report
yeah.
time.
Oh, do you know that book?
Yes.
That was a lie.
Maybe.
Maybe. Do you know what it's about? Anything?
It's about a count.
It's old school 50 Shades of Grey.
He lives
No.
in Monte Cristo.
No. Also,
It's about revenge.
better. You're getting warmer.
It's about imprisonment and a lot of revenge.
Yeah, it's like a prison escape book, and then he finds like it's actually really interesting. So like the person who is in the cell like next to him in prison, they like dug a tunnel in the ground like in beneath the two cells, and I guess the guy was like really smart. And then when he was like about to die, he always told the Count of Monte Cristo, Alexander Dumas, what the. Like, he had some treasure hidden on an island, and then he gave him, like, the coordinates and stuff right before he died. And then when he died, the Count, he, like, took his body and dragged it through the tunnel and put it in his cell and then posed himself as the dead man. And then when they threw him over the cliffs to dispose of the body, then he, like, got away. And then he went and found the island and found the
follow
treasure.
any of that.
I followed most of that. The sad part is the only reason I know any of this shit is they reference that book a lot in the movie Sleepers.
I don't know that movie.
Sleepers.
Brad Pitt.
I don't know what Brad Pitt looks like.
Oh, come on.
No, I really don't. I used to think Orlando Bloom and Johnny Depp were the same person for like the longest time.
They are the same person.
They are. Thank you.
No, it's Brad Pitt, Jason Patrick. Came out in the mid-90s. Kevin Bacon's in it.
Wait a second. Was this based on a
Was
Stephen
Kevin
King?
Bacon in Footloose?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I know what he looks
Wow.
like in that movie.
She got one pop culture reference.
And in Wild Things, you can see his penis.
I haven't seen Wild Things. I've read the book, but
I think they're not based on one. One's not based on the other.
Yeah,
oh, that's
probably not.
unfortunate. I hate it when they do that.
It had Kevin Bacon's dong and Denise Richards' tits.
In
Is-
Wild Things?
And Nev Campbell, Denise Richards' sex scene where sadly Nev never got naked.
I remember that.
I didn't get any of those references.
Denise Richards, Nev Campbell? Neither one? Well, one had 2 kids with Charlie Sheen. One
I
was
know
on Party of 5.
I know who that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, the plot of the movie is they're kids in the 60s. They commit a dumb crime. They all get sent to a juvenile boys' home where they're abused and sexually assaulted by the guards.
I don't think I ever saw it.
And,
And I think I'm confusing it with Sleepwalkers.
yeah.
Well, to
definitely
me,
different
at the
movie.
moment, if it was with girls, that kind of just sounds like Martyrs, which I tried to get you to watch.
Well, this movie's from the 90s, so it definitely came first.
Martyrs? I think
No,
might be-
Sleepers.
No, Martyrs might be older. I forget. When did the original Martyrs come out? The French film.
I don't know.
It's so nice. He has a computer. He can look up this stuff.
That's the point of a computer.
It is.
Okay, then. But it's nice. You get my point.
The 2008.
Okay. And that's the French version or the
Yep,
remake?
that is the French version.
Okay, so it is older. But it's still about 2 girls that got abused at a
Sleepers is from 1996.
a year before I was born.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was in high school when she was born.
I was in college when she was born.
Technically, if I knocked up the first person I had sex with, they would be your age.
That's cool.
It's cool that it didn't happen. Ooh.
Agreed.
Yeah, that would have been bad on a lot of fronts. That was not a good person to have sex with.
I think 1996 was the year that Trainspotting came out,
I want to say Trainspotting's a little older than 96.
which I made her watch, but she wasn't too into it.
It's a good movie, but no, it's just not my taste. It is a good movie. I'll give you
Trainspotting is
that.
96. Good call.
Thank you.
It's an amazing movie. The second one's horrible.
I don't agree. I think the second one's great.
I haven't seen the second one.
It's not. I mean, it's not the first one, but I think as far as a sequel, 20 years later, that somehow like recaptures the same feeling of the original, like it does its job.
I feel like it is a soulless cash grab.
I disagree.
For me, it was just like, cool, we're going to make this convoluted situation to make this movie 20 years later that no one was asking for when the first movie ended beautifully.
You know, that's how I feel about heavy metal.
Like the cartoon?
The movie, yeah. The first movie was amazing. It's my favorite movie ever. He knows this. I've made him watch it. But then, the 2000 version is just like bullshit.
So many movies don't need sequels.
Heavy metal did not. I mean, I would be happy if there was a sequel and if I was the next version of Tarna. But unless there's that sequel, I don't care about it.
I mean, I'm not saying that it needed a sequel, but in any way, shape, or form. But if a sequel was gonna happen, I feel like it managed to recapture the same feeling of the original. It did not sully the original.
Well, it didn't sully the original. It just didn't stand on its own 2 feet in any way, shape, or form. It just played into nostalgia and had a weak plot.
Yeah, I'll allow for that.
In my opinion, and opinion of other people whose opinion I'm actually regurgitating, your movie should be the most important story of your character's life. If you're just regurgitating the previous movie or bits and pieces from the previous movie, it is not the most important story of the character's life.
That's a good way to put it.
All right.
Just my 2 cents. I'm also really not into unnecessary sequels.
That's fine.
In almost any situation, there are so few movies where the sequel's like, yeah, that was a good movie.
But there are some.
There are some.
There are indeed. I can think of one right now.
Which is?
Peter, do you know?
I could not possibly guess what's going through your head.
Human Centipede trilogy
Oh,
only
Jesus
gets better as
Christ.
it goes on. I have said this before.
I have not watched a single one of those movies.
You will.
Keep it that way.
If you ever want to see me again, you will.
Keep it that way.
Cool. I get to lose Anna, and I don't have to see that movie.
Okay, fuck you.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
You just have to. Leave it at that.
Believe me, you will not be enriched as a human being at all by watching it.
But I'm just saying that the trilogy gets better from first to last.
They find the rhythm.
Well, when you start out that low, I'm not. If you make it up to, I don't know, like 20 feet below a pile of shit, then like I don't know if you're really achieving much. All right.
How many Razzies did those movies win?
I don't know.
What?
You don't know what a Razzie is?
No.
Oh God.
So the Razzies are awards for bad movies.
Okay.
Like, they're the Oscars of bad movies. Like,
I know Santa's Sleigh is an award-winning bad movie. It's so funny. I watch it every Christmas.
I'm going to tell you something. This is something that comes up every once in a blue moon that one of these days has got to happen somehow, some way. Which is there needs to be porn awards for the worst porn movies of the year.
I think that's
And
a great idea.
It existed. AVN did this for like 2-3 years at one point early on.
Did you get too much
in the history of
backlash for it?
early on in AVN's history, there was an award called the Adult Video Nudes Award, NUDES, which the title, I believe, was derived from a movie that I want to say AVN produced.
Does AVN produce movies?
No, but I think at the time,
And this is why they don't.
and I might be wrong,
Good point.
but for whatever reason, I feel like this was what happened, and it was awful. And they were like, okay, in like recognition of this, we're going to give out an award for the worst movie of the year. And it lasted for, I don't know, 2-3 years. And I guess it didn't go over too well.
You should bring that motherfucker back.
I agree.
I think, I mean, I don't think like there's politically any way that we could actually bring that category back, but somehow independently, I feel like an award should be given out by somebody.
Why don't you just
for the
bring that
worst.
category back and I give you my permission to nominate any of my movies and award them, and I'll be very happy with that award.
I just realized that I happen to know someone who gets all the screeners every year.
Well, yeah.
And I know someone who happens to have a media outlet where he could vote on the worst porn of the year. I wonder how this could all come together next year.
It would be a fun thing to do, maybe as like a fan event or something during the expo, like to host the Adult Video Nudes Awards and give out like the worst of the year. That would be pretty awesome, actually. I should suggest that to our CEO. See what he says.
Oh, if he doesn't, I'm just going to do it with your guys' screeners next year. Because they're just going to come here anyways. I'm just going to watch them and decide what the worst porn of the year is.
Make your own awards for your podcast.
Right. It's just going to be, I'm going to get a room somewhere in Vegas. I know enough places and people, and just the middle, I'll do it at the Double Down.
I mean, look, we brought back the Gavian Awards. I see no reason why we should not bring back the Adult Video Nudes Award.
Where's the
Agreed.
the Unsung Award? Is that ever coming back?
I don't think so. Unsung. I know Javers loved Unsung. He gave me a lot of shit the fact that we got rid of it. But the problem with Unsung is that too many people considered it a backhanded compliment. And
I don't think so.
well, you might not think so, but I'm telling you firsthand from people who won it.
Well, I mean, that's people.
Told me
They're just being
I
petty.
did not want that award.
I think it's sweet.
That's like
there-
saying
there's
that
people in the industry that like work their ass off and do like a lot of really amazing things, but they're not in the like major productions that win anything.
I get it, but egos are so monumental in the porn industry that nobody wants to be told. Nobody wants to be given a consolation prize. They want to be on the same playing field as everybody else.
What are you talking about? I was
nice.
begging for my consolation prize last year, and I didn't get it. I did not get my consolation prize. God damn it!
I thought that was a nice award.
Well, you know,
It's okay. I got to go on stage and make an ass of myself.
you did. That was
You were
fun.
on stage?
Yeah,
Yeah, he ran up on stage.
When?
during best comedy.
I left at some point during the awards. I don't know when.
Well, why did you do that?
Because Kira wanted to leave.
Oh, that's not fun.
To be fair, I expected the whole cast to go up. That wasn't just me bum rushing the stage, by the way. I've told this story on air a bunch of times, but I don't think you've actually heard it.
I have a great visual in my head right now. If you
Oh, I was
rushing
dressed
up
as
and
a
thinking
rabbi,
that
by the
there's
way.
A ton of people following you, and there's no one.
Well, we win best comedy. I stand up to give Joanna a standing ovation. Ike Diesel standing behind me. He's like, dude, you're in the movie. Go up. I'm like, oh, okay. Every other ensemble, the cast award, the whole cast has gone on stage all night.
Yeah.
So I trot my ass up on stage, which watching Showtime I ran. I didn't think I ran, but I very clearly ran on stage. And they hand me the fucking award. And I don't know what to fucking do. I'm looking down at Bella Danger, who's in this movie in the front row, like, are you not coming up here? The fuck?
I could have predicted that Abella would not go up there. The problem is with, you know, the other like big ensemble movies that win these awards is that they're usually from some big company that like they have some preconceived like notion, like they're all sitting at the same table together or something, and they're like, okay, let's all go, and they all like bum rush the stage. In the case of this movie, which is a, you know, not a major big budget blockbuster whatever, but it won the award. I think the cast was all sort of like scattered about, and there was no way for everybody
bamboozled them
to like send out the bat signals to each other. Okay, let's all go on stage.
Yeah, I ended the acceptance speech with, where the fuck's Joanna Angel?
Good way to end.
Well,
Strong.
The best part about it for me was all weekend, like while I was doing interviews, because I was podcasting all weekend, I was asking everyone I had on, like, so when you win, what's your acceptance speech? And then I'd get up there and I have nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, I think I said Shalom AVN at one point.
How drunk were you?
I was sober. That's the worst part.
were
I was
you?
fucking sober.
Okay.
I'd had a couple drinks before I went on stage, but like, that's not drunk. I'm dressed as a fucking rabbi, holding this award like,
Why were you dressed as a rabbi?
because I played a rabbi in that movie.
Because the
Okay.
movie was Jews Love Black Cock.
Oh, that movie.
And I played Rabbi Mordecai in it.
Yes.
So I showed up in costume
Why?
because it's funny.
It was funny.
Because it's best comedy, and I'm playing a rabbi in it. So nothing's funnier than walking the red carpet dressed as a fucking rabbi.
Fair enough. I won't argue.
Especially so the AVN staff's like, why are you dressed as a rabbi?
I will give Joanna credit for being very, very pure, I guess, with that movie, in that she insisted that every girl that she cast in the movie was 100% Jew by, like, you know, Torah definition of, and she did her research, and she made, because there was one cast member, and I won't say which, but there was somebody who got cast in that movie who I suggested to her, and she said, but is her mom Jewish? And I said, I don't know. I will find out.
That is
for
a
you.
defining factor.
And it turned out, I mean, this girl was like 99.999% Jewish.
But her mom wasn't.
No, her mom was Jewish.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and so Joanna accepted her into the cast. but I was like, that, you know, that's like really taking it to the extreme.
Yeah, if you didn't have a black cock in that movie, you were Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my daughters and me.
Right.
Which is also something I've talked about on air before. But what's fucked up is one of the performers in that movie I used to date, and then she's only a couple years younger than me, playing my fucking daughter. Like, you either aged very well or I aged really poorly.
Or both.
Or both. Like, I know you're only 3 years younger than me, and we used to date, and you're playing my fucking daughter. Like, the fuck? Thanks, Joanna. Appreciate it.
It was a very funny movie.
I remember that movie. It was
Very,
good.
very funny. I think I reviewed that movie, actually. I think I remember in the review saying, like, it's not very often that you actually laugh out loud watching a porn movie. And man, that thing had me like rolling.
I was pretty convinced I was going to win Best Non-Sex Performance. I was really bummed when I didn't.
Well, my condolences to you for that.
It's okay. It's okay.
But you were good. You were good.
Took a lot of fucking takes for me to get that accent down. I just kept fucking flubbing my fucking lines. Joanna was getting frustrated with me. Like, come on, Matt. You've heard enough rabbis in your life.
Yeah,
right?
she told me she had to really coach you up for that.
Just like, Like, I'm a halfway decent actor, but I'm not fucking a character actor. I'm like, playing a fucking rabbi. Jesus. Like, I wish I had my shit together enough when I was on stage to actually throw out the accent when I was on stage instead of just being like, yeah! I'm Matt Slayer and I'm on stage. Woo!
You have an empty cup. You want some Lafroig?
I'm gonna take some more of this.
It's really good.
It is really good. I can't.
Why did the light just change?
What light?
It just got darker.
The battery's probably dying on the light.
Something
Did you
just get
guys
a little
really
bit-
not notice that?
I noticed it. I know
Thank
what you're
you.
talking about. I saw it.
Thank you.
I did not.
Something like went out or something. I don't know.
I don't know what light it was because that one's still on. I don't know what went out.
I think it probably just dimmed a little bit,
Okay.
which is thrilling for the audio audience. I was to discuss lights for a couple minutes.
It's more of a moody setting. We should just do this whole thing with like candle lights.
Nothing says great video like candlelight.
Exactly.
We're filming a fucking Red Shoe Diary? What the fuck? Oh, that's probably a way too old reference for you.
Yeah.
So David Duchovny before the X-Files. Oh, wait a minute. That's probably too old too.
I don't know any actors' names.
I'm just throwing 90s references. All.
You knew
I know
Johnny
80s.
Depp,
Oh yeah, I know the name.
Yeah, he still acts.
but you don't know what Brad.
No,
Pitt
I don't know
looks like.
anything about 90s besides The Crow. The Crow came out in 1994. I know that. I know Eric Draven. Brandon Lee.
Poor Brandon Lee.
Yep.
That's the only 90s movie I really know.
That's the only '90s movie that you know. The
Well,
Crow.
like, well.
Pulp Fiction?
Was that in the 90s?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know that movie, but I don't know who's
It
in
won
it.
Best Picture in 94.
I don't know who any of the actors are in it.
Bruce Willis?
I know that name. He's in it?
John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson.
You definitely know
know.
Samuel L. Jackson. He's been in like a million movies.
Okay, I know him. And... Okay, I always get these confused. John Travolta, he was in Grease.
Yes,
Yes.
he was.
Okay, good. I always get him confused with what is that little short guy in
Joe Pesci?
no, the guy on the comedy show. It's the Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Is he in that?
Danny DeVito? Yes. You got John Travolta and Danny DeVito mixed up?
don't
That is
That's pretty awesome.
I get those names confused.
that's quite a size difference.
Wow.
I mean, they were both in Get Shorty.
Yeah.
Another 90s movie.
Another
I
90s
have
movie,
never
right.
heard that movie.
Ever
Oh, it's
heard of,
phenomenal.
I don't know, Forrest Gump.
I've seen that movie.
Oh,
It's a '90s movie.
I for a second there, I'm like,
But
I thought
I
we were
don't-
still on Travolta and DeVito. I'm like, neither
don't-
one of those are in Forrest Gump.
Like 90s
I don't know anything
movies.
about it. I can't name any of the actors in that.
Tom Hanks.
Wait.
He plays Forrest Gump.
I did not know that.
How about Robin Wright from House of Cards?
Yeah, she probably doesn't know Robin Wright, but I mean Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom fucking Hanks. Plays fucking Forrest Gump. Plays the title character.
I didn't know that.
Oh boy.
Well, we know Anna's not a cinephile. Let's see. Other famous 90s movies.
Oh, God.
Desperado?
Nah, she's
That's
not.
a song.
It is. It's also a movie from the
I know
90s.
the song.
Let's see.
Desperado is a little like second tier for her.
Okay. Let's top tier movies.
Oh, yeah, let's do top tier horror movies. Let's play to my strengths, please.
90s horror movies. I don't know. Scream.
I still don't know the actors in it.
Drew Barrymore.
Wait, when was she in Scream?
At
She
the
gets
beginning.
murdered in the first scene. Spoilers for anyone who is worried about a 20-year-old movie. It's great. Wes Craven is amazing. Top builder in the first movie, and then she is murdered in the opening sequence.
Yes. Yes.
That's always fun.
I can't think of another movie that actually did that.
True. That's a good point.
Where someone got murdered in the first sequence.
The top billed actress.
Right.
She was
Oh.
top billed. Like all the promotional stuff was like Drew Barrymore in, and then they kill her in the first scene.
Right.
Then I have no idea.
But that also had Nev Campbell from Wild Things in it.
Yes, it did.
I don't know who that is.
She doesn't know who Nev Campbell is. That's
But she's seen Scream, right?
yeah.
That doesn't mean I know the names.
The brunette who stars in it.
That girt.
Yes,
Yeah.
that girl.
Okay.
So her and Denise Richards were making out in a pool.
Who is Denise Richards?
Charlie Sheen's cum receptacle,
Yes.
Okay.
who was also a
I thought he
Bond
had a
girl
lo-
named
yeah.
Christmas.
I thought he had a lot of those.
He did.
He did.
So
he
which-
does probably still.
Yeah.
That piece of shit.
You guys aren't narrowing it down for me.
Yeah.
Jeez. Big 90s movies. Let's think here.
Reservoir Dogs also.
Yeah, Reservoir Dogs.
I don't think I've seen that actually. I've been meaning to.
We should watch it.
It's a phenomenal
Okay, and
film.
you should also watch Martyrs.
Gross Point Blank.
Gross Point Blank. It's great. I mean, yeah, that's probably another like second tier one. I mean, we got to talk like blockbusters here. Let's see.
Braveheart.
Braveheart. Yeah.
For someone who likes Scotland, how do you have not seen Braveheart?
I watch horror movies. Mostly.
Titanic. That's pretty horrible. She let him die.
That actually didn't that come out the year I was born?
Well, it's the 90s.
It won 97 Best
97.
Picture.
Yeah.
Great, close enough.
There you go.
Schindler's List.
Again, I've been meaning to see that one. I haven't seen it.
That's a rough watch.
Yeah, just a little. Not a happy-go-lucky film.
Oh, I think I'd be fine with that.
Probably, but it's rough. Whatever.
It's like real-life horror.
Yeah, yeah. 97 was a big year. I mean, that's Boogie Nights. That's Boogie Nights year.
Oh, of course, I know that movie. You
well,
love that movie.
I should hope so.
You talk about it enough.
Is that your inspiration for getting in the industry?
It probably, like, whether consciously or unconsciously, played a large part.
That's how I feel about heavy metal.
Yeah.
It definitely caused me to have a huge crush on Heather Graham for a very long time.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know who that is.
Roller Girl.
She's Roller Girl.
Don't know who that is.
Didn't you see it?
No.
Educate her, Peter. Jesus.
I don't know.
Don't let her leave back for Europe without educating her.
That is a very big
I was
project.
just. Oh,
to
I got
give
a great
to him.
Boogie Nights story.
Oh, is it about your dad?
Yes.
I knew it.
You know this one because I put it on Twitter, but I'm going to tell it again because.
Also, because you texted me.
Well, just when my parents were visiting, like last week or whatever, I was watching a totally unrelated to Boogie Nights thing. There's this movie with Ricky Jay, this documentary about Ricky
Who's that?
Jay, who's in Boogie Nights. He's a famous magician.
Cool.
Who's in Boogie Nights, and on the extras of the DVD there was an interview with P.T. Anderson and Heather Graham talking about Ricky Jay, and they're talking about like, oh yeah, like when we were on the set, he was doing all these magic tricks for us and blah 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 blah. My dad's like, what movie are they talking about? And they're making all these references to like, oh, you know, because it was about the porno industry and blah 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 blah. And my dad's like, what movie are they talking about? I'm like, Boogie Nights. And my dad goes, that movie is about the porno industry? And I'm like, yes, Dad. Boogie Nights is about the porno industry. He's like, well, I've never seen it. I was like, yes, you have. You definitely, I watched it with you.
Did you just not want to admit it in front of your mother? Or?
No, he doesn't care. But that's my dad in a nutshell.
The most unbelievable thing for me about Boogie Nights was the idea of someone commuting from Torrance to the Valley.
Wait, Where
That's
is
a good
Torrance?
point. I never really thought about that, but yeah,
Torrance,
that's a
is
great
it-
point.
is
It's
that-
really far from the valley.
Is that in like out towards Ventura or?
Oh no,
No.
it's way south.
So it's
South.
down by Long Beach.
Okay.
The main character commutes by bus from Torrance to the valley to work every day.
Jesus fucking
Yeah.
Christ! Does that take like 5 hours?
It's really
There's no basis in reality in that, especially in
way.
the 70s. Come on,
right, yeah.
I'll believe him having like a 12-inch fucking cock. I will not believe a commute from Torrance to the valley.
Agreed.
Oh man. It's been quite a while since I watched Boogie Nights. I mean, you know, I know it like by heart, but
That's how I feel about
every
Heavy
once in a
Metal
while
and
you
the
have
Crow.
to like just revisit it.
It's been a while, but that little fact never really hit home until I moved out here.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess that's why I'm saying that, because like I haven't watched it that much since I've lived in LA. So like I just wonder, you know, how many like LA things I would really pick up on that I wouldn't have before now.
I don't think I'd pick up on much.
Did you ever see Swingers?
No.
Now there's a 90s movie that, oh man,
It's like a love letter to LA.
also 96.
Oh, that's obviously why I didn't see it.
Well, it's a great film. It's Jon Favreau's like
She's like, who? Yeah.
Iron
That's
Man's
not-
bodyguard.
None of that is helpful.
He directed Elf.
That's not helpful.
He also directed Iron Man.
He did. And Iron Man 2.
Okay, so he's a director.
And he also
I haven't
was the
seen
star
Iron Man.
of Swingers.
Yeah. And he also was in PCU with Jeremy Piven.
That's true.
You guys know that they made a remake of Watership Down that just came out on Netflix?
I've been trying to not bring that up.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what Watership Down is? It's my favorite book.
Not a clue.
It's an anthropomorphic novel. It was written by Richard Adams in the 70s, and then they had a watercolor movie adaptation in the 70s. It's about a family harem of rabbits that...
A harem of rabbits.
Well, that's a harem. What's the word for like a colony of rabbits or a group of rabbits?
Not harem.
I know it's not harem, but it's something... I feel like it starts with an H or something. What is it?
A lot of fucking rabbits.
Okay, it's a group of rabbits.
Did you just say a cult of rabbits?
No, I did not. No, that word never crossed my mouth.
No.
Anyways,
I want to go to a cult of rabbits, but
it's about a group of rabbits that are just living their peaceful little lives, and then humans come along and they dig up the ground. But there's one rabbit herd. Is that the word I was looking for? No, I feel like that's not the right word.
No,
for
herd.
herds for like
Deer.
hooven animals.
Yeah,
No.
cows.
I'm gonna look up right now what the word is for a group of rabbits.
A murder of rabbits? No, that's
No,
crows.
that's crows.
Why is it only crows?
I don't know. It's weird.
Anyways, it's a really good book, and it was a great movie originally, and
I think
they
we
just
should
did a
start a
new
murder
remake.
of Jews.
In Trump's America, I'm sure some other people wish that too. And the light will not last a whole fucking episode, apparently.
Maybe that's...
Do we need to take a smoke break? Because I'm totally down for that.
I mean, if you guys really want to take a smoke break, we
Colony.
can.
It's a colony or a warren.
Well,
Those are
neither of
different.
those things starts with an
Okay,
H.
well, fuck you. But it's about a warren of rabbits, a few different warrens, and it's an amazing novel. And
I should have
movie.
known that. It's my name.
You should
Warren.
have known that. You're named after a family of rabbits. That's so cute.
Peter, do you have a family of rabbits living inside you? Are you a bunch of rabbits inside a human suit?
Peter, do you want to get married? I'll take that as my last name.
It's a
You heard it here
proposition.
first, folks. hey.
Okay,
Do you got a ring to put on it? Like, this ain't official until you put a ring on it.
I have a watch. I can give you my watch. No, does
I don't
that
know,
not
Peter.
cut it?
I'm not sure this is a marriage you want to get into. She's just going to let you watch her masturbate.
Yeah, I know. That's a problem. Also, it's a problem because it's my middle name and it wouldn't become your name.
Well,
I don't care about the middle name. I just want to
here's the
name
thing.
after a colony
when you
of
get married, you
rabbits.
both can do a legal name change, so it could become your legal last name.
Well, that's true. That's true. It'd probably make my life a lot easier if I did legally make that my last name.
Until weird porno stalkers actually find you because they know your real last name.
No, I don't care about that. My last name is just hard to pronounce and spell. So,
Same.
yeah.
So you can trade one hard, unpronounceable last name for another.
Nordic for Jewish. Good trade.
I agree.
Yes, I second that. I agree.
Because most of our names were changed to Ellis Island anyways.
Right.
Why do I know Ellis Island? What's that from? What is that?
It's from where people came from the old country and
It was
came
the
into
major port of
America.
entry into America.
Okay.
It's where they're like, hey, you Jew, you get a more American name now.
Right.
They usually ended in Gold or Steen or...
Right. Right.
Okay, so that's where all those
Berg.
weird names came from.
Yep. And it's where one of the most common racial slurs for Jews came from, too. So, kike is short for keikel, which is Yiddish for circle. And a lot of Jews who were illiterate signed their immigration papers with just a circle.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Interesting.
I learned something now.
Teaching you racism. Woo!
Interesting.
Yeah, that is where the slur kike comes from.
Wow.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, there's a lot of unfortunate history here in America.
That is very true.
There's a lot of unfortunate history pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Pretty much most people got to where they are to be in power on the backs of other people.
Does this mean we're going to start talking about torture and execution? Because I
We
know
totally
a lot
can.
about that.
Please.
Give me a time period or a country.
Prague, 2019.
Actually, I don't know too much. Now that I just renewed my visa and I know that I'm going to be staying there, I want to start learning more about the politics and government in Prague. I don't even know if they have, does the EU allow death penalty? I don't think so.
They do not.
I didn't think so.
Well, I was just more curious about who you've been torturing over there.
Have I been torturing anyone? It's been kind of a slow year for
All
torture.
the guys who she makes listen to her masturbate.
Or, I know a lot of people that would say that just talking to me was torture.
I just imagine her with her Hitachi in one hand and a remote control shock collar in the other. Zzz, you can't touch yourself. You can't touch yourself. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
That reminds me of when I was a teenager and I had a boyfriend and we would go out to eat and make him wear a vibrating butt plug and I'd have the remote to it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So
She's sadistic.
who brought this up first? Whose idea was this?
Mine?
Of course it was yours.
Okay. So how did you broach this? Pretend Peter is that boyfriend. How did you bring it up to him?
Well, there's a lot of history behind that. I can't just bring it up now.
Well, you just proposed to Peter. There's obviously a lot of history here.
Because of his last name, his fake last name.
My fake. It's not my fake last name. It's my real middle name.
Okay, but that's not your last name.
You're getting off topic. How would you convince Peter to wear this remote control butt plug?
Peter, do you have any idea where your prostate is and how amazing a vibrator feels?
No, I do not.
Well, you're about to find out.
Disclaimer, here at Now We Drink, we believe in consent. And Peter did not consent there.
That is true.
We don't approve of such things, but continue.
What? You want to find out?
Come on, sweeten the deal with you can watch me
I
masturbate.
promise it's amazing.
Okay.
Okay? I heard consent.
You heard it. You heard it here, folks.
We got recorded consent.
AVN, Peter is going to have a remote control butt plug in. Hopefully it'll help him relax.
I do need some relaxation in my
Oh, I can help you so much.
Whenever shit gets stressful, just hit the button. Hand him a cocktail, hit the button.
We
I
got
don't-
a good plan.
I don't like involuntary relaxation.
Just go with the flow, Peter. Just go with
Exactly.
the
I
flow.
think you need to learn that. Just go with it.
Let Anna control your butthole.
I already got an okay. That's all I needed. It's on recording.
So how big of a vibrating butt plug are we talking here?
If I remember correctly, it was probably about like that. Wait, from bottom. Okay, so we're just talking about the part that goes inside of you, not the outside part. So that was probably like about that tall, and then like maybe like that big around. It wasn't
So-
too big.
So in porno world, it's not that big. In the real world, what Anna
Oh, in
just
Anna's world.
what Anna just described for the audio audience is probably larger than the average male penis.
Wait. Really?
Nah.
No.
Lengthwise,
But as a teenager, where do you get a vibrating butt plug?
Oh,
from?
my boyfriend was older.
Oh,
you got to remember, she was a teenager like 5 years ago.
right. That's true.
Unfortunately.
The internet. You just get it from the internet 5 years ago.
I forget.
No,
about
I
that
would just
part.
send older people into the store for me.
That reminds me. I want to talk about
AARP?
no. I want to talk about DVDs versus internet porn.
Okay. I feel like
Because-
I need a smoke break before that.
Okay.
We actually don't have that much longer in the episode if you can hold out.
Okay.
All right.
So we're going into DVDs and movies, but I also need to piss.
Go pee.
Go pee.
Peter and I will hold down the fort while you urinate.
That's okay. You don't know anything about DVDs.
Excuse me. I still own a typewriter. Thank you very fucking much.
Thank God.
See? Hipster.
Shh. I'm going to go piss now
We
and
need to-
excuse myself.
Typewriter. The fuck do you need a typewriter for?
Typewriters are great, and the sound is very relaxing.
So,
So anyway, so
at least we're not talking about Laserdisc porn.
I have some. You know what? I just purchased some Laserdisc porn not very long ago at all.
You have a Laserdisc player still?
I have a Laserdisc player, and I love my Laserdisc player. And just I don't know, a couple months ago, there was like a pop-up Laserdisc sale down on like Pico or something, and I went down and I found a Laserdisc of an old God, who was in it? It was a Seika. It was a Seika thing.
Holy shit, that's old school.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I gotta have this, and I bought it, and I watched the whole thing, and it was fucking great. And I'm proud to own that Laserdisc.
Bad 10 lines?
Just bad everything. It was
Well, that's what I
fantastic.
remember the most about 90s porn.
No, we're talking about 70s porn.
Oh, 70s on Laserdisc?
Oh yeah,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So, Bush and
just
70s.
yeah.
Are you talking about like Dresden Diaries? Blue Collar.
I'm talking about the 70s porno that I bought on Laserdisc very recently. That was awesome.
Wait, that sounded like a very contradicting Laserdisc.
Yes, Laserdisc.
Isn't that a newer thing?
Not at all.
it's older than you. Actually, I don't think anyone's manufactured one since before you were born.
I know nothing about technology.
It was awesome. She knows that. Oh yeah, that was the story I was going to tell earlier. This, she, you know, she comes over to my place, and I've got like all my stuff, my Laserdisc player, my Blu-ray player, DVD player, you know, the amplifier, everything. She's like, what are all those boxes that you...
Do you know how difficult it was when I
What do
was
you mean?
rearranging your apartment and I kept
Boxes?
asking, why can't I put the speaker here? Because I can't be there.
That's
Well,
right.
Why?
It can't be there. Because you don't understand surround sound and how it works.
Okay, I think it would have sounded just perfectly fucking fine.
No.
No, that's not how that works.
She's like, I don't know what all of those boxes do. I'm just like, don't worry about it. Anyway, I've gotten off topic. Okay, so as having just gone through the whole avian voting process of watching many things that increasingly are only available online, though thankfully the majority of stuff still is on DVD that they give to us, thank God. But I cannot come around to watching porn online. I cannot do it. I do it for the purpose of voting because I have no choice but to watch the stuff online, but it's so cumbersome to me and so like watching something on a DVD to me is so much more like fluid and easy to control, and like I'm watching it on DVD on online, and I'm dealing with buffering, and there's no way to fast forward or rewind anything. You gotta slide a sliding bar with your mouse or whatever. I'm like, what is this? This is horrible.
I'm not good at that either.
It's terrible. I don't understand how people watch porn this way.
Generally in about 2 to 3 minute clips, and then they're done. I don't think people are watching features online.
That's not how I watch porn.
Please, how do you watch porn, Peter?
When you actually want to, not when you're doing it for work.
When was the last time you watched porn just to watch porn?
All the time. All the time.
What kind of porn do you watch?
Lesbian porn, you know this.
Now my question is, how's your feeling on watching porn with people you know in it?
I mean, you know,
for gratification, not for professional reasons.
It depends on who, of course, but look, an attractive girl is an attractive girl, whether I know her or not. And I am not deterred by knowing somebody personally to find them attractive. And
well, there's plenty of people I find attractive. My whole thing is like, if I'm friends with you in real life and I have not had sex with you in real life, I don't masturbate to you.
But if you've had sex with them, you'll masturbate to them?
Oh yeah, because I fucked you. Like, so I'm just kind of, reinforcing what's already happened.
See, I'm like the opposite.
You're like, I'm just still into the fantasy.
I mean, so sometimes, like, if it's a girl, when I'm watching porn, if it's a girl that I know and that I'm friends with, then it's like, oh, yeah, it's like, oh, I know you. You're cute. Of course I'll watch you. But if it's, like, a guy that I fucked, I'm like, I already know how, like, your personality is, and it kind of kills the fantasy for me.
Guys aren't laying it down for her very well, apparently.
Whatever.
Well, no, because I'd like... So the porn that I do and the porn that I watch are two very different things.
Well, I'm talking real life sex. Like, I don't have porn sex, so anytime I've had sex with a performer, it's in real life. So I couldn't imagine masturbating to something to work.
Even my sex that I have, like, in my personal life, like when I'm going on Tinder dates, like, it's very different from the porn that I do personally, and also very different from the porn that I watch.
It should be. No one should be having porn sex in real life.
There's like 3 different types of sex that I recognize.
Like, if you're having porn sex in real life, something's wrong.
There's probably something wrong with me. Anyway.
Wait, Peter, are you just telling girls that come over to your place to open up? Like, all right, open up. And they're like,
now
is there
I want
a
to know
camera
your
here?
measurements.
In any event.
Oh, no. I'm not letting you walk away from that one that easy.
We already know something's wrong with me, but the point is, I don't have this issue with somebody that I know being in porn that I watch, like it's not a problem for me. And I'm sorry for anybody who I know who who might find that weird, but it's not an issue for me.
I know, for me, I'm a very big voyeur, and so I like watching strangers. That's just how I feel.
I don't care whether they're complete strangers or I know them like pretty damn well. It's like if they're hot, they're hot, and there's just no way around that. Anyway, the original point of this was DVD versus online porn. And no, I don't just watch for 2 or 3 minutes. It's like, it's at least
When you fire up some aroma candles,
7 or more minutes longer than that. But
Peter's like mood lighting, gotta light some candles.
But we didn't get to 10 minutes. It's at less than 10 minutes longer than 7. You have a very narrow window right there.
oh no. It's I mean, I don't know. I haven't timed myself. But
You have a mission for 2019.
but
I have a mission for 2019.
regardless.
The future Mrs. Warren wants to know how long it takes.
I can't. I can't contend with porn on a computer. Like, I mean, I have to do it for work. I have to watch it in that fashion for the purpose of voting and nominations and all that shit. But like, for personal use and enjoyment, like I can't wrap my head around it. I can't. It just does not compare to the experience of watching something on a DVD. It doesn't.
That's how I feel about CDs.
I can understand that.
Thank you.
There's something to be said for a full album, and it's like, this is how the artist intended you to hear the music.
Yeah, like all front to back, it goes together and it like makes an entire piece, and it's a great CD.
But it's not even. It's not even about that. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like a set in my ways thing. But
Probably.
I can't. To me, it's like watching porn is watching it on your TV and having the remote control and being able to, do what you please with the controls and the fast forward and
I'm just happy it's not still on VHS.
yes.
What's wrong with VHS?
No. I agree with you. It's like VHS, and the funny thing is that when the advent of porn on DVD came around, I was like reluctant at first. I was like, oh, come on, porn on a DVD. What? Why?
I always liked
And then-
VHS better than DVDs. It was easier to rewind, or it seemed faster when you would just go to a little blue screen and you see the white dot like move backwards, as opposed to like going through all the scenes, and it takes so much longer.
Yeah, but you
I
could
don't
also
know,
just bounce by chapter.
Right.
wait on what?
On DVD, you just pick a chapter.
Yeah. You can skip to exactly whatever it is that you want to see.
I don't have those DVDs. I don't. What?
That's
No,
okay.
it's just fast forward.
No.
No.
Plus, the industry did some really innovative shit with DVDs where you could choose different angles on some of them.
That's true. Yeah. That didn't really take, but
There were a handful of
Sounds
them.
really cool.
Yeah, there were a handful.
Yeah.
They're mostly Vivid titles, I want to say.
Yes.
Where you would be watching the scene and it would give you an option, like as a pop-up, to change the angle.
Yeah.
We did not have that when I worked at a sex shop.
It was something.
Maybe I'm just dating myself.
Oh no! It happened. Whatever. But the point is, yeah, like VHS is a little too laborious. DVD to me is like the happy medium. Like it's like the ideal form of watching porno.
Between online and VHS.
Between VHS and online. Yeah, like and until like I highly suspect, at some point in the not too distant future, Like there will be some form of watching porn online that will be like equivalent to watching it on a DVD, but it hasn't happened yet. It has not arrived yet. And until it does, DVD will still be the superior method of watching pornography to me.
Peter and I also remember a time of non-HD porn.
Well, yeah.
I honestly remember when HD porn became more popular, some of the performers I was working with were just like, I am not about this. Because
I still don't really see a point to HD
I don't either.
porn.
It just brings out imperfections more.
yeah, that's exactly
And
what the performers...
personally, coming from someone who used to work at a sex shop, and I love the old VHS tapes and DVD porns, and you know my favorite directors.
I do.
And I don't get the HD.
Because your favorite directors shot on film, and film
is lovely.
is lovely,
but fucking expensive.
But fucking expensive.
It's lovely.
But also has a quality that is entirely different from
You
what
can't
HD
match film
porn
to digital.
looks
I
like,
mean, there's
and
just no
it's-
competition. There's no comparison.
No, there's not.
And it's in photography too. I'm sorry, that's the porn that
You're
I like.
right. You're right. We're 100% like we're
I wish we could just go
in
back a
agreement
few
here.
decades to what I like, and then just add the gonzo of the 21st century.
The one thing is, the amount of people who can actually edit film these days, I don't know how many people can actually still do that.
That's a good point. I don't know.
Okay, so I know I'm not very up to date on whatever the fuck that is, but I did take TV studio and film when I was in high school. I went to an arts academy, and I know how to edit on some program. I don't know the name of it.
films with razor blades.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're talking about like actually like editing film, like film, the hard film. But I mean, the way, even if something is shot on film nowadays, which I don't know how much is, but if anything is actually being shot on film, it's still being digitized and then edited digitally.
Yeah, I don't know how to edit that. I know how to edit film.
But the idea of someone actually, like, back in the day, like, before digitization, would actually take razor blades and cut frames out of fucking films.
Yeah.
Like, those editors earned their fucking
Oh yeah,
keep.
when you worked in the dark room.
Don't exist anymore.
But that makes it so much better. It has more character, and you can see the personal touch to it and the effort.
I can see both sides of the argument with that, but
As someone who is teaching himself how to edit, like, digital, it's still kind of rough.
well, yeah. But the bigger point here is the look of film, which has so much more texture and richness and wonderfulness
Grain and
to
depth
it
and
than
variations and shadows. It's so pretty.
than the harsh, contrasty, like.
You can zoom into every pimple and
nastiness.
hair pore. It's just, ugh.
And feel free to do that on this video that you're watching right now.
Fuck you. I should have required that this was done in film.
Let me go get my hand-cranked camera out of my room.
I just want to look good, and I would look better on film.
Of the three people at the table, you are the best looking. Don't worry about it.
For sure. For sure.
Well, you both look pretty good. That might be the Scotch talking, but
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
And cheers to that.
cheers.
Nothing makes you feel young like a newly 21-year-old porn star saying, you might be looking pretty good, even if it is the Scotch talking. Hey, life's little victories.
I agree.
Small wins count for everything.
Small wins add up.
So anyway,
Yeah, we totally derailed.
So will you be coming to Vegas?
Actually, I'm not going this year.
Oh, wow.
This is
Oh,
the
so
first.
you're not going to Styx. I see.
I wasn't invited.
You are invited. I'm trying to get a group together.
I thought it was you and the hubby.
The hubby.
It's our anniversary.
It is? I didn't know.
You and the old ball and chain here.
Who's the chain and who's the ball?
Ball chain?
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, I'll go with that. I'm much more confident that chains restrain, and I'm sure you would tie Peter up.
Right.
Fair point.
No, sadly, I'm going to be in San Francisco recording an audiobook.
Oh, at least you're further north.
A publishing company has hired me to engineer their audiobook, so look at me doing mainstream shit.
Best of luck.
A gig is a gig. I
Right?
respect it. Yeah.
Go to San Francisco, make money engineering an audiobook, go to AVN and spend a lot of money that I do not recoup.
Right.
Especially last year was a bath for me financially.
I can believe it.
Well, last year, the person I was splitting a room with backed out the night before.
Oh, no. That's a dick move.
Literally, I'm like, hey, man,
I've never
hey,
had someone do
man,
that
what
to me.
time do you want to leave tomorrow morning? Oh, I'm not going.
Oh, wow.
Motherfucker, I already paid for the room.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Eh,
My condolences.
it sucked, but... And the worst part about it is I had a baller fucking suite at Rumor that saw no action.
You should have hit me up. I was drunk the whole time.
Oh, my God.
Well, hindsight's 2020.
Now you know it for this upcoming show.
That I won't be at.
Right.
Oh,
Plus, I wouldn't want to take you away from your husband.
it is our honeymoon.
I'm not looking to cuckold Peter.
Peter,
That's just
I'm
not
still
right.
waiting on the fucking ring.
You were supposed to put a ring on him. You proposed to him.
That's true.
Okay, but it goes one way. He should give me a ring. I did the proposal. I did the hard work. He gives me a fucking ring.
I didn't
Or-
see anyone get on any knees
Or
here.
I'll get the ring. You tattoo my name on your body.
Whoa.
That's how it works.
Stage name or real name?
Both.
God damn.
Like full stage name, full real name?
I'll give the listeners a hint. My stage name has to go, or it goes with my middle name. And then the last parts of it are fake. But the first part of my stage name go with my real name.
She's saying she uses her stage name as her middle name.
No,
I don't know.
that's
If
not what I said.
I don't know if I followed that.
I
at
use
all.
my middle name as part of my stage name.
Right. Your first name is your stage name is your real life middle name. Right?
Yes. Yes, I
Got
follow
it.
that.
Okay.
That's
Now-
what I was trying to communicate through
You
the bottle
know
of
my
booze.
name, Peter.
Well, I didn't know that was your middle name, but now I do.
And knowing is half the battle. The other half is
So her first stage name is her middle name, and my last stage name is my middle name.
And it's my last name now. I love this puzzle.
Anna Warren. Anna Warren is two middle names. Perfect. I'm just going to call you Middle from now on.
Okie dokie.
Right. Okay.
Hey, I will happily, if you two are going to get married in Vegas, I will come out for it.
I'm sure Elvis would marry us.
Kiss Chapel or nothing.
Kiss Chapel.
It is across the street from the Hard Rock.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, we got a plan.
Yeah. All right.
I will come out just to attend the wedding.
I'll find a dress.
Oh God.
Hey,
You have to get a nice tux. I'm not marrying you if you don't have a nice tux.
All right. Fine.
think about it. EU citizenship, possibly.
Yeah, if I get permanent residency. Though I always thought if I would marry, it would be to European, and then I would get citizenship instead of permanent residency.
He's an Ashkenazi Jew. It's of European descent.
But do you have citizenship anywhere that you could apply for?
No.
Where's your family from, Peter?
From here.
I mean, before that.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, half is from Wales. The other half is Polish. So
Similar to me, half of my family is from England. The other half is from Norway.
Yeah, Hungary wasn't so anti-Semitic right now, I would go because my grandfather
I don't live in Hungary. Why are we bringing up Hungary again?
EU citizenship.
Check.
I know you, but my grandfather's full-blooded Hungarian.
Ah.
So I've kicked around going to get the legacy.
Well, I mean, you'd still get EU citizenship through Hungary.
Yeah,
I
but
would
Hungary's
do it now before they get kicked out.
Hungary's kind of anti-Semitic right now, so it might be a little rough being like, hey, I'm a Hungarian Jew that my family fled this place.
But if you have the paperwork, they can't deny that.
Yeah. It's a good plan, C.
You guys know Dan
Yeah.
And who?
Leal.
Porno Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, he has his Hungarian visa. He said it was hard to get it even for him.
From what I understand, you actually have to speak Hungarian as part of it.
No, not for a visa. For citizenship.
Yeah, for the citizenship, you have to actually speak it.
But
Which,
for a visa, even then, it's more hoops than you have to go through when you're getting your visa for Czech.
at the end of the day, I barely speak English. I don't speak a lick of Hungarian.
Hungarian, I got Kasanam.
Who? What?
Thank you. Kasanam.
Hungarian girls are hot.
They are.
Eastern European girls are just hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ukrainian girls.
Oh my god.
Ah, my heart.
Eastern European girls in general. Polish girls are really hot until they get old.
There's a girl right now, a Russian girl.
Who? Do I know her?
I don't know, but
What's her name?
her name. What is her name? Now I'm gonna blank on it. She's shot a couple of things for Lansky. Leah Silver.
Leah Silver.
Yes.
Don't know her.
I don't know that name either, surprisingly.
Oh my god.
I thought you were going to say something like Sarah Sultry.
Or Sandra Lubbock or...
Do you know Sarah? She's
Who?
fucking hot.
Who?
Sarah Sultry.
I don't know Sarah.
Look her up. She's fucking hot.
Look up.
Unfortunately, Leah Silver's enough of a real life name that I'm getting a bunch of different results when I Google it.
Wait. Let me make sure I have that right.
Normal Sarah? Normal
Wait.
Sultry?
Oh, we're looking up Leah Silver.
You're looking up Leah Silver. He's looking at my girl.
Yeah, this is bad. Like, I get Leah Gotti before I get Leah Silver. Though I got Leah Silver's resume at Sexy Jobs. That is definitely not who Peter's talking about.
No, hang on.
Not to be rude, but that is definitely not who Peter's talking about.
No.
Plus, Peter has very different tastes than I think he does.
No, I think he has pretty good taste from all the porn that he watches.
I think so too, and that's why I'm like, I don't think that's her.
Peter.
Wait. I want to make sure that I have the name right. Hang on. I'm going to tell you.
But I want to put you on the spot.
About what?
On
Yeah.
a what?
Leah
Yeah.
Silver. I'm right.
Let's see. Let's
There's
see. her.
probably multiple ones. That's a common name.
Oh, yeah, it's not spelled like Leah, how I would spell Leah.
How did you spell it?
Like Leah.
Okay,
Leah.
that's how I spelled
No.
it.
Liya.
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah.
She is very, very scrumdialicious.
Peter.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Oh, she is hot. She has great tits.
Right? So for the audience at home,
They're amazing.
I know who I'm going to be trying to book in the near future. We will try to get Leah Silver in here. Hopefully she can hold a conversation.
Here, I'll show
I have no
you.
idea whether she even speaks English, but whatever.
I'll try to make it work. It might be 2 hours of me trying to like, hey, what's going on? Wouldn't be the worst podcast I've ever done. I've done some bad ones.
This is my friend Sarah, and I think she's hot as shit.
Let me see. Sarah Sultry.
So for the audience at home, hit us up. Tell us who you think is hotter, Sarah Sultry or Leah Silver.
Yeah, look them up. You know the spellings.
Right? We didn't know the spellings.
Till
Sarah
just
is
now.
with an H on Sarah Sultry.
Let me see, Sarah. Sure, brother.
What were you gonna put me on the spot about?
Oh yeah, so in
I call Leah.
Yeah, me too.
as far as porn definitions go, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate me? I'll
Wait a
take
second.
your professional.
Wait, porn definitions? What does
Yeah,
that
well,
mean?
if you think of the girls in porn and like the top-notch A porn stars, and then the bottom ones, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate me? I want a honest, cold-hearted answer.
Peter, you should make her do like an actual like go see. Do the turnaround.
Well, I mean, like what? Well, like in terms of what? Do you mean like in terms of hotness, or do you mean in terms of what?
I think she's asking how many loads you've spilled to her, Peter.
Oh, no, I mean, it could be either or. You could say just in terms of hotness or in terms
Wait,
of
you don't want to know how many loads he spilled to you? Come on.
I would like to know that. But no, I'm just talking on a
Are we
general
talking gallons,
scale.
ounces? What?
No, like if you meet a girl or if you see a girl like walking about, you're at a coffee shop or whatever, and you're like, oh, she's a 10. Like, what would you rate me from all of your porn expertise? Give me cold-hearted answer.
What?
Cold-hearted answer.
Cold-hearted answer. She wants me to.
She wants the brutal truth, sir.
Exactly.
Give her the business. As he takes a sip from his whiskey. Need a refill before you answer this?
I'd give myself maybe a 6 to 7.
That's about what I was going to say. Actually,
So why is it a 6 or a 7?
6 or 7.
Objectively,
Why? I don't know if I can put exactly into terms
Because
why.
there are girls that are fucking gorgeous.
well, yeah, but I'm asking Peter's opinion,
Okay.
not your own self-deprecating.
Shh.
I don't know if I can put into terms why. I mean,
Tell me what I should improve on.
oh,
Out
God.
of your expertise,
I
I,
can't
like a critique. I went to an arts academy. Give me all the critiques
I
that
can't tell you
can
anything
give.
to improve on.
No, when I went to an arts academy, we learned it's not art unless you have a critique from an audience, a public audience. So I want to hear it.
Doesn't get much more public than this.
Yeah, but you're talking. I mean, are you talking about performance?
Performance, looks, anything.
Well, how can I tell you to improve your looks?
I mean, there is such a thing as plastic surgery.
Oh, fuck plastic surgery. Plastic surgery that would ruin your looks. Past plastic surgery.
Not a fan of fake tits?
I've gotten
No.
plastic surgery on half of my face.
What?
I got injections on just this side to make it more symmetrical with this side.
That doesn't.
I don't have any on this side, but I have injections on this side.
That doesn't really count.
It does.
Nah.
How can you say
I like
that
fake
doesn't
tits.
count?
So don't ask me. I like fake tits.
I do not like fake tits.
You like specifically fake tits or big tits?
I like big tits. I'm a breast man.
Do you consider a 32D
No.
big tits?
Depends on the frame.
32.
Depends on
You
like
know how bras work.
no. Depends on the woman's frame. Like
32 is the fucking frame.
no, the rest of her body. Like
I mean, if I saw a girl with 32 frame and then like 46 hips, that's not natural.
right, but there's also women that have 32 and then a 36-inch waist. It all depends on how you're put together.
True. Your answer, Peter.
What's the question again?
What would you rate me and why? And
I-
what could
I-
I improve on?
I already told you what I
appreciate-
would rate you.
But what would you improve? I appreciate the critique.
I don't know what I would improve.
How does she get Best Actress?
Do a good acting performance.
Oh, well, you just wait. You just wait until my horror series comes out. It
Just
comes
wait till your
out-
wedding night.
Actually, a few days from now, just so you guys all know, the horror series that I've been working on since July and been shooting for 2 to 3 times a week in Prague comes out on January 6th.
Okay. That's tomorrow.
Yay!
In Prague, it's already out.
Oh my God, is it out?
I don't know.
In Prague, yeah, it's the 6th in Prague.
Oh, I need to send some text messages. I don't know if it's on the horror porn site or if it's gonna be its own website. But me and Brittany Bardot have put so much work into this series.
Brittany Bardot, that's quite a name.
It is.
You know her?
No.
How can you not know Brittany? She's my best friend.
I don't know.
Her
Well,
and
you should.
Proxy.
Is she going to be the maid of honor at the wedding?
Oh, she definitely would be. Her and Proxy together.
Kira doesn't get a position as a bridesmaid. What the fuck?
Oh, she does too. She'll be the one marrying us.
Oh, that's nice.
Kira's raised a Christian. She'll be the priest.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a
that's
Jew.
true.
You can't just.
I don't give a fuck.
He might.
If you're marrying me, you know what I come with.
I don't give a fuck either.
Thank you.
Like spoken like most modern Jews.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, guys, it is actually time for last call. We're gonna wrap this motherfucker up.
Is it
Last
really?
call.
Should I pour as much of this as I can?
That is your call, Anna. That is 100% your call.
You can videotape it if you want. I can check that.
All
I
right.
canceled my date.
Oh, shit. Well, of course, your husband's right here.
Peter, do you want to watch me chug some whiskey for a last call?
I don't have one opinion one way or another.
That's not very supportive.
I would love to. I would love to, but I'd like to also.
If you want to, I'm not opposed to it.
I mean, you're driving.
Right.
Anna, is your camera off?
What? I don't. It's one of those mine. I see 4 fucking cameras.
Like that camera that was pointed at you, is that off?
That one? I don't know. I haven't looked at it.
Oh, fuck me.
I mean, there's no picture there.
Oh, no.
Oh gosh.
That would suck.
That might suck. But we're going to call last call, and I'm going to see if there's actually footage on that camera.
And then it might be open after last call.
Right. So, Annabelle, where can we find you on the interwebs?
Oh, I'm sure you can find me on all the streaming websites. And you can also find me at Twitter. It's Anna DeVille, XXX. And Instagram is Anna is a succubus. And that's all the social media I have.
She is a succubus.
Peter Warren, where can we find you on the interwebs?
At Peter Warren.
On Instagram, Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it at Peter Warren XXX?
No, it's just at Peter Warren
Is
on
it?
Twitter. Yeah. I have an Instagram too, but it's like too difficult to spell out. What?
Peter Cavaldo?
No, that's not it.
Way to out him. Way to out
No,
him.
I mean, I don't care about that, but that's not it.
Isn't that your Instagram?
It's West Krog's.
It's Wet Scrog Rex. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
And as always, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. Slayer on Facebook. You can find the podcast at And Now We Drink on Twitter, and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. Until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
You have a great host voice.
I've only been doing this for a couple fucking years. I hope I have it down by now.
Well, congratulations. You're on the road to success, my motherfucker. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.